go live. But there are some benefits to YouTube. I think that discoverability on YouTube for smaller creators is a little bit better. Right? They do a really good job like promoting like smaller channels and like putting them in the algorithm for like regular traction and impressions and stuff.
Oh, for sure.
Twitch, you kind of like you can get lucky, yeah, but like Twitch, you can't just do it all on its own. You gotta have like if you're doing Twitch, you gotta have a TikTok. You gotta get clips from your Twitch channel and you gotta put them around, and that's how you can kind of get exposure. And that's how most people of recent have been getting exposure. Like Queso, for example. Queso, for a long time, wasn't really like popping like that, and then he started posting his clips all over like different platforms like TikTok, and I think other people started to re-upload them too on like Twitter and stuff, and that's how majority of streamers these days are like growing. So like Twitch, you just can't do it all on its own with Twitch, but like YouTube, it kind of has that. YouTube has all that stuff accessible right there at least.
I mean, you got to think about it though. Like Google has the infrastructure to hold it down when it comes down to like innovations and opportunities and whatnot. Like if they're going to add a new feature, I mean, they've got the infrastructure to back it. So from where I sit, I think that there's a lot of opportunity. It's been such a wild ride for me getting into the YouTube space seriously over the course of the last year and I don't know, 3 months now. That's about as long as I've actually been doing this. So you know, because I'm creating content here anyway for those short forms, then I can cross post it because I'm already creating it for YouTube. And then at that point, it makes it a lot easier. But I think gone are the days where you can just be like a live streamer on Twitch and that's the only thing that you do and that's how you grow.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that it's like, even though YouTube has still got some missing pieces, there's enough of a foundation there that people can just jump onto this platform and do as good, if not a little bit better. Like for a while I was telling Max about trying it out, and he had like a specific thing with like his contract with like Twitch. He couldn't really just jump into YouTube immediately until like the contract was done, and once it was done, he started to like experiment more with YouTube, and it was a little bit weird at first just trying to navigate that and get it consistent to where it's not conflicting with his uploads and his sub feed for his like viewers and stuff. But he actually gave me some tips. He was telling me about like the notify after you finish a stream, set it to unlist, and after you unlist it, when you post it, you publish it, you just remove the check mark that says publish to subscribers sub feed and notify them, because a lot of times, since that's going to make it appear as an actual video when you finish streaming, it can actually be negative in the sense that YouTube looks for the fact that, okay, this is getting enough impressions and is also getting enough click-through rate. Some people might not click on the stream if they already watched it. So you're kind of like hurting the stream by doing that. So I started doing that, and I've noticed like a better progression, and also less people unsubbing too. Because that's another thing too, is like when I finish a stream and like let it post, I would drop like 5 or 6 subs from people that probably didn't want to like keep following the channel. It is what it is. We cover all kinds of different games on here, but I noticed that was a thing with like streams would post, I would lose subs, and now it's not happening anymore. So it's growing.
Don't you hate it when you make a post and then all of a sudden you lose a follower, you lose a subscriber? Like just in general, whether it's a live stream or not, and just all of a sudden, oh, thanks for that.
Yeah. I should have just stayed quiet.
All right, so hey everybody, thank you so much for joining me today. I am joined by the one, the only, the BltzZ. BltzZ, introduce yourself, sir.
Hi, can you see my face? My character's face and my beautiful pink hair.
You know what?
It's the specific hue and color. It took me so long to craft this.
I'm digging the ombre. It goes wonderfully with your complexion.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I'm doing well, man. I'm excited. This is actually my first ever Monster Hunter. So this experience has all been like a big learning curve. But for me, combat's always been something that I really prefer to be kind of deep mechanic wise and difficult to sort of learn. So this way, when you finally get it, like fast forward like a couple weeks from now when this game launches and you know all these mechanics are just embedded into my brain, I can think back to these moments and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember when this was like difficult. Now it's like all second nature. So I'm looking forward to trying to add a bunch of weapons to my expertise and getting efficient at every single one, starting with dual blades.
Hell yeah. My wife uses dual blades too. And when it comes down to the different weapons, all of the different flavors of playstyle, all of them are viable in their own ways. So one of the best parts of the Monster Hunter experience is one, trying on what fits for you, but two, kind of getting proficient or tinkering around with any of the different weapons that you can, you know, like resonate with. So I'm looking forward to it. And obviously I've been a fan of Monster Hunter for a while. So for you to be jumping in on this, like, I feel like, I don't, excuse me. I don't know, man. Like I was a fan of yours when you were doing the lead up to Final Fantasy VII Remake. So it's a little surreal for me.
Hey, yo, I mean, listen, you are, see, in this realm here, you are the expert. You are the person that I'm going to be looking towards and telling me and keeping me safe, by the way. Yo, if I die, it's entirely your fault, not mine.
Okay. So, yep.
So I'm looking forward to not being the expert very much in this sense.
Oh, fantastic. All right. So, yep, definitely not a skill issue. It was totally because I didn't block that attack that was definitely destined for you.
See, there we go. We
Perfect.
got it all squared away already, chat.
All right, great. Yeah, apparently I make a really good meat shield, can confirm. So I'm post and prepping. So this is a quest that is now posted. If you come over to Alma, you can also, I think, do it from the tent, but coming over to Alma, she'll have a quest that you can then join because of the lobby. Actually, you know, I'm going to invite you to Link Party because then it'll at least send you a notification.
Yes. I was just adding you as a friend and following you because I think that's how me and my other friends were doing it too. Was just like one person would queue it up and then we'd all get the notification and then we jump in that way.
Okay. Awesome. Give me a second.
I sent you a friend request. Oh, I got the invitation. Let's go.
Send friend request. The unfortunate thing is that our friend list is not going to. Oh, communication error occurred. Well, that's rude.
That is rude. How dare they?
Well, it's not letting me.
I still see you here.
Well, I can follow you at least.
Did I disappear from your screen?
No, you're right here. You're right here standing next to me. So it might be beta doing beta things. I'll try it after we hop back from the quest here. We'll start it off with a Chatacabra and then we'll just work our way up. But the quest would be here and then the tent. Anytime that we go hunting, and I'm sure you probably already know this, but anytime we go hunting, you want to eat a meal. Yeah,
I just ate one not too long ago.
All right.
All the proper buffs on there, so it's gonna be exciting.
Looking good. Okay.
Hey, what's going on, Onyx? Yeah, we're gonna stay in duos for the portion where we're just gonna run through all the quests and stuff, but we're gonna open up the lobby afterwards.
The food has no business looking this good.
They put some very, very strong effort into that, bro. It reminds me of when I was playing Final Fantasy 15 back in the day.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, and 15, the food in 15 looks really good, man. Even like things like toad steak legs. It sounds gross. That shit looked fucking fantastic in 15.
So
you even had cup of noodles.
Oh my God, the cup of noodles. God damn it. That's the most gourmet cup of noodles I think I've ever seen. So I wasn't going to say it, but my awakening to video games and food was just, that was the moment for me. So yeah, Final Fantasy 15, it was like, holy crap, there is no way that food can look this good in a video game. What?
Bro, I'm absolutely on board with you in that way because I remember having a conversation with my friends group and my cousins and stuff, and I was like, hey man, if we were supposed to go on a journey, which one of us is gonna cook? None of us. So I'm gonna take up that mantle. So I started to learn to cook actually because of Ignis. And since then, yeah, I would say that was probably, I want to say that was like 2016, 2017.
Oh and man.
Yeah, just like kind of like, it's a thing that I do not all the time, but when I do, I really put a lot of effort into it. So I definitely got to give 15 a some credit for kind of teaching me and like motivating me to want to cook.
Who said video games couldn't teach us anything, huh?
Of course. Everything.
Now, can I invite you to this quest or do you have to accept it? No, I think
Let's see.
I think.
I think so. So you're gonna queue up the quest, but you're not gonna depart. You're gonna post and prep. I think it is.
Yeah.
And then
it's posted, but you were in the link party, so that was my bad. So hold on. Let me kill the quest here.
Yeah, let's try it.
And then I'll repost it, and you should get the notification.
I see.
There we go.
Take your time. Safety first.
Yep, I got it.
Word. Okay, fantastic.
Okay, post and prep. I think if I quick start, it'll just like throw me in there, but I don't know exactly how that works. If it will jump in there together.
So if you could press M and then you stand by for departure. Oh wait,
Gotcha.
not M. It's yeah. Sorry, you're on you're on controller.
No, you're good.
Oh man, that's going to be adjustment for me. So I switched over. I was playing Monster Hunter World with controller, and I was like, yeah, this feels right. I want a third-person RPG where I can play with controller and just kind of sit back in my chair and have a blast with it. And sure enough, I did. Only to realize that it's really hard to aim my my Kinsect, and aim that to get the piece of body part that is going to give me a particular extract. So the Kinsect extracts work by certain body parts give you certain color extracts, and then you've got to have all 3 extracts to be able to have your full buffs. And so I'm like trying to get the ones that are most critical, and oh, you just jumped at him, man! Leapt right in there, dude.
That's how we do it. No sneak attacks. We just attack.
No sneak, only attack. Oh man, I love this guy.
Me too. I like bullying him. It makes me feel better about myself, you know?
He said the quiet part out loud.
This is the guy right here, bro. This is how we feel good about combat and get gooder. Oh, he's got a wound forming on the mouth.
Oh, yep.
I missed. I'm drunk.
Oh yeah, there you go. Gonna have to call yourself Levi Ackerman if you keep doing that.
I will. Embrace it. I'll gladly embrace it.
Come here, you. Whoops.
I'll take it.
Yep, you got it.
Yay, he's on the ground.
My Kinsect doesn't know what he's doing. It's fine.
This dude is getting all diced up, man.
There we go. Rude.
Oh, he actually got me.
Oh no, did he really?
He messed up my style. I got hit. Now we got to redo the fight.
Oh yeah, right. That's right. It was all my fault. That was on me. My bad, man. I'm never gonna hear the end of it if you cart.
I know. If I die, bro, it's over for you.
We're breaking up.
Comments are just gonna rip you apart.
That's all right. I'm used to it. I got thick skin. Not quite as thick as Chatacabra's though. That's pretty thick.
I was just gonna say that. Yo, we're like docking right now at the mines.
Are we symmetrically docking? If anybody gets that reference, go seek help. You need therapy. Oh man, this poor guy.
So much hide. I love it.
He's getting absolutely steamrolled right now. Oh, he sat on me.
Got a wound on the left arm. There's one on the back leg.
All yours.
You wanna?
I haven't played in a week, and I'm out here just fumbling about at the moment. I feel like I've lost my mojo already.
I watched too many videos. I've just been waiting for this to come on back. So funny. It's like, well, as soon as the beta ended, I cried a little bit because it was like I completely forgot about it, man. I was watching the Super Bowl.
Right.
You know, I was like, oh, after it's done, I'm gonna boot up Monster Hunter, and then I got like an alert saying that it's over, and I'm like, no. just felt like a sinking pit.
Yeah, there was a very wild shaped hole in my heart when the first beta ended, and it was a little bit better this time around only because I knew that I would have only a week to wait, and there was plenty of stuff that I had to do between then and now. If I was getting new content like every day, I wouldn't have been able to keep up with my posts.
That's one thing I gotta manage as well myself, is like trying to be more consistent and with my uploads for this, right? And like what to prioritize and stuff, as it is with like any new algorithm and shit.
Yeah, yep. How you want to like break into this new vertical for you, because obviously, you've had quite a few recently. You played a good bit of Marvel Rivals?
Oh, a lot, yeah.
Yeah. So it's every new vertical that you break into is going to be totally different as to what that audience is seeking,
Yes, you're absolutely right.
Let's go.
I completely forgot. I just remembered at the very end in that last encounter there that like switching between Archdemon mode and Demon mode gets me like 5 combo hits right there. So I was like, why wasn't I doing that the entire time?
You give it a little bit to come back. It'll get you. It'll get you.
Yeah, I feel like that I did everything else properly there. I got hit once, so GG's, shout outs to you for doing that for me.
Yep, no problem. I actually used you as my meat shield. That's how it works. It's opposite day.
Let's go. I'll gladly do it.
Oh yeah. Bang bang, what's up?
Beta is back.
Beta is back. I don't know if I'm going to live stream the full game or not, if I'm gonna do like full long plays of it, but I definitely will be doing more streams like this. I'm collabing with BltzZ today and having a grand time we're bullying amphibians at this point, so it'll be more stuff like this at the very least.
Yes, I am looking forward to it. Graciously looking forward to it. Same here. Like, I feel like it's kind of overwhelming to try to, especially at a game of this scale, stream every single thing of it, but I definitely will be recording stuff and trying to. Well, I gotta install this 4 terabyte hard drive, bro. Like, my chat's been hearing about it since like November. I got this 4 terabyte hard drive just sitting on my desk right here. I'm actually putting it up to the camera. I haven't installed this yet.
Well, yeah, I'm sure that there's going to
struggling for space.
You're either gonna come to one of two things and be like, I'm so sick of seeing this here, I'm going to install it, or oh crap, I'm out of space and I can't produce a video, I'm going to install it.
That's been my life for the last couple months now. I'm so sorry, chat.
Do you have people coming in every time that you go live and they're like, hey, have you installed it yet?
Yes, actually. I think Artheus, he's right now in the chat, has been asking me, I think on the last couple streams about it as well. And just in general, it's becoming like a running joke at this point. Eventually, I'm probably going to install it, but keep the box in really good condition, just so I can troll the chat and be like, look, I don't even have, like, I still got it right here, bro. I haven't done it.
It's just an amazing box of empty. Yeah. Fantastic. DZ, Sean, how you all doing? Good to see y'all, and thank you for being here. All right, so you feeling a little warmed up there, or are you feeling a little ready, or how's it shaking?
I'm feeling great. I'm ready to go tackle a Doshiguma.
Let's do this thing. Sean's apparently stuck at work, so we've got to definitely live it up. We got to live it up for Sean.
For Sean, yes.
I'm happy to help anytime.
Got the invitation. Let's go.
All right, I gotta go nom on some foods. I think that actually lasts like 50 minutes from the last one.
I feel like it's bugged because there was some time where like 2 days in a row I didn't eat any food and I still retained the buffs, and I wasn't complaining. I'm like, cool.
Yeah, I ate like 5 days ago. I'm fine.
That's my eating schedule now, IRL.
Do you take mostly liquid nutrition like I do?
Sometimes, man. With this and like editing and shit, it's one of the hardest things is trying to find time to eat. And
oh my god,
it sounds crazy to a lot of people, but once you like get so consumed with this, and you obviously are liking what you're doing, it gets to that point. Like sometimes you forget to eat. Like my wife tells me all the time, she's like, "Did you eat today?" And I'm like, "Shit." Right.
By the way,
I don't think I did. That That's why my stomach is feeling a little light. You're right there.
You know, it might be time for a little something, you know?
Of course.
Sorry, go ahead.
Let's do it. Stand by for departure.
Got it. So when are we gonna go?
Yeah, chat. The beta is back. People are excited. Yeah, man. 2 weeks. Shout out to Capcom for doing that.
Oh my god, I'm so hyped for this. 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks tomorrow, isn't it? When Wilds releases.
Oh, that sucks. What am I gonna do for 14 days?
Dream about Wilds the way that I have for the last year and 3 months.
Yeah, you know what? I'm over here bitching and complaining where like people like you had to wait like years.
You know, it was funny though. I mean, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth did come at a good time earlier, you know, last year, and I'm like, okay, this is going to be a game that at least gets me by, right? And God, I love Final Fantasy VII, so I was not complaining.
Oh, absolutely, man. You know me, I was so beyond ready and just let the entire like game consume me. I don't think I have a regular dung pod on.
Yeah, I've got them. I
do.
There we go.
Let me try to hit this. Oh, you hit this one already?
Yep,
Nice.
got them both. Okay, we're good.
All right, cool. We are in there. Let me just properly select my stuff and my flash pod and kite him around, and there we go.
Okay, there it is. There it is. He's ready. I make no promises.
I was like, yeah.
I make no promises about whether or not you end up getting smacked, though. Watch out for the big woolly boy.
This is my boy. Oh, I thought he was gonna do another attack there. Damn, I pressed it too early there.
Oops. That's all right. You'll get the hang of it. It's one of those things. It's like riding a bike, right? Like you do it enough. You know how like if you've practiced these combos in a fighting game and you're in the training menu for hours until you get the timing down and the inputs down like it's second nature. It's going to be the same thing. Yep. Going to be the same thing. Unless, of course, they announce Plesioth and we get hip checked to oblivion. All bets are off at that point.
All right. We're getting the rotation going. We're getting it going. Yeah. Get the stamina back up. I did it again. I was late.
This boy, this boy is gonna punish you for it too, because he's so big. So like, anytime that I flub an attack or I miss my my timing, yeah, he's just like, all right, well, time to give you the bear paws.
He fell backwards on me. What? That was interesting.
I think he's just sat on you, man. Yeah, he sat on you, buddy.
I didn't even know he could do that. What? I think he was trying to direct that at you to get you off of him. It's crazy.
No, I'm definitely going to have plausible deniability in this conversation. There we go.
Get one going.
There you go. Oh, let me guess, he's moving? No, he's not. Oh, yeah, he is. Of course he is.
Should have flash potted him there. Nah, I don't even think it's worth it to flash pot him, right?
I mean, considering we've got a full 50 minutes, nah. I mean, we get a lot of... The beta just gives us gobs and gobs of different items that we would use in most hunts anyway, so it's not like you're going to be missing anything to use them, but pretty much using them here unless you're a speedrunner. Nah. You're good.
What is happening?
Well, your face. It needed his kisses. The other...
Some Kool-Aid real quick. All right, I'm back in action.
All right.
Oh, come on, man. They robbed me right there. That time I dodged out of his, like, hitbox.
so many times I spend using my charge, and I've charged, and then by the time that I release the charge, I've lost. Oh, here we go. Yep, I've lost my Kinsect extracts. My extract uptime is not up to scratch right now.
I will never forgive him for doing that to you.
I appreciate that. The moral support is worth its weight in gold.
I don't remember him doing that. That's crazy. The sitting down. That's actually tripping me up right now.
He's rolling all over the place too.
Yeah, he's being jumped by a bunch of other stuff right now. Poor guy.
Hey, what's a bite on the butt among friends? Here, have a nibble.
We got a wound forming on the forehead.
All right. Yo, what up, Mike? Ah, Sean, I got you now. Okay, cool. Thank you. I know who you are now. Good to see you, dude. Oh, got the both of us.
Oh man.
I like how Kate came in with the health juice. It was like, oh
Yes.
Y'all done goofed.
Look at that boy limping.
He can't limp if he doesn't have any legs.
Oh my god. Consume my entire screen.
Oh!
Someone do it. Yeah, let's go for the 500.
You got it. That was perfectly timed. Nicely done, man.
I've been waiting all day for this moment. Speedrunners are like, yo, we're not trying to abuse the boulder. And I'm like, all right, cool. More for me.
That boulder is tasty.
Yeah, 500, man. I wasn't expecting that. Jeez.
Yeah, right. It's silly. Like later on, I don't know if in any of your attempts with Arkfeld, you got a turf war with Ray Dow. But
Yes. Oh my god, that shit was every single time it happened, it was terrifying. And glorious at the same time. It's like it's kind of embarrassing for Ray Dow because he was just like snatching him out of the air,
right,
and body slamming him. I felt kind of bad. I was like, damn, bro, like, why are you running away? You should help. At this point, you gotta like get in on this. There, finally, I got one.
He took. Oh man, I almost got dunked on. But no, Ray Dow certainly does get dunked on. But if Ray Dow actually gets a railgun shot off, he'll hit for like 250 a pop.
I thought this dude was running away, and I over here calling my sacred and ruin my whole flow.
You messed up my groove.
He did.
Oh, that was such a bad.
Hey, yo, bro. It's a prank, bro.
Did you ever play Until Dawn?
No, I never did.
There's this one scene shortly out of the intro. It's just a prank, Han! And that leads to pretty much the entirety of the rest of the game. It is not nearly as funny as it might sound, but my wife and I quote that constantly together. Ooh, nicely done. We've got a
another one showed up.
Yep, got in the dunk pods. Get out of here, bro.
Yo, dookie to the face.
That was a big dookie too.
I pressed L3 just now and it used a pod. Now I'm scared.
Which pod did it use? Did it
I think
equip?
it used a dunk pod, I think.
Oh, okay, cool. Let's see if we can vine trap this guy. There we go. So using that in the fight against Arkfeld in specific is one of the natural elements that you can use if you don't have a boulder.
Yeah. That's another thing too. I've seen people like set up traps right underneath it. Just get it all going at once, right?
Right. Just spam the traps and stun lock him.
Damn, look at all these wounds. Holy shit.
Yeah, dude.
What did you do to him? What did you do to him, this guy?
I think
I
you
feel
did.
bad.
Oh, I was just about to.
He probably had so many wounds, and it was just like now they finally procced.
There we go. I was wondering if he was going to step into it, and it was just his back leg that decided to take a back step. It was like one half step to the side. He was doing the cha-cha slide.
Zapped his ass.
That's right. All right, more
Oh, he didn't
supply.
even go that far away.
No, not at all. More supplies added. Something that is worth noting. If you press, I don't know what button it is actually on the DualSense controller, but when you're on the Sacred, you can access a supply pouch that restocks every now and again. Alma will tell you whenever it's restocked, and you can add that to your existing inventory. Usually it's just like curatives, some basic stuff, but
Now, that sounds exciting.
so yes, we're going to be going through all of the monsters in the beta. We just did Chotacabra, and Dashagama here is he's got one foot on a banana peel and the other in the grave. So we'll do Balahara next.
Like this boy is close to getting killed.
Do you see the skull icon down in the lower left?
Oh,
Yeah, so that'll tell you when it's available to be trapped too, if you decide to go the trapping route at some point. But
I got you, and that pops up if it's like low as well.
Yep, you can see he's limping. A lot of it is just based on monster behavior. They built that in. You know, the monster, it gets exhausted more quickly, or they start limping or running away more. And then you can also tell from the icon on your little mini map there too.
Okay. Oh, before we start up the next quest after this, I want to go figure out how to do this, like the quick fire for the flash pod. I have it equipped right now, but I can't remember if it's L3 or R3.
Gotcha. Yeah, if you need to pop over to the little training ground, go for it.
This dude over here trying to take a seat.
It's just trying to take a nap. The Woolly Boy's tired.
Yo, the disrespect. This man just yawned in my face after that.
Oh, bro needs a Tic Tac.
Oh, okay, that didn't hit me. That was just like a little stun I noticed. Okay.
Mistimed my midair dodge after that to prolong the combo. That's alright, I didn't have any wounds available anyway, but...
Hey, Straw Hat, thanks so much for the 5, dude.
Hey, GG's.
Can you change appearance to the Sacred in the beta? I don't think so.
No, that will be full game release only. Ooh, nice.
See, like that was an accident, and I don't know what I hit.
Yeah, it's great to do something cool. It's not great to know how you did it so you can repeat it again later.
Exactly. I want to look cool, man.
But I want to look cool consistently, all right? Cool guys do
you got
not
me
look
right
at
there.
explosions.
Yeah, he faked me out right there.
I'm a little bit surprised. He usually does this one upheaval move where he'll like coil his entire body around, and then
He did it once earlier.
yeah, he usually does it more because it always always hits me. I'm so bad at dodging. There we go.
Come on, man. They should have gave me that.
It's all good. It's all good. Live for the pain.
I wasn't. I dodged that, but I wasn't in the. I wasn't in Arc Demon mode.
So remember when I was talking to you about how people hate it when glaives take to the air? Yeah. Mike in my chat here says, you spend a lot more time on the ground with your weapon than I'm used to. My buddy was playing with me last weekend and he was in the air most of the time. I'm not good with that weapon. So the TLDR is that there are a lot of people, one, who hate when glaive users go in the air. They will absolutely hate.
It's an aggro thing.
Oh my god, it does aggro people a lot because most of the time the glaive in the air is dog water for damage.
Yeah.
So if you're just kind of like floating about, you're not really participating in the fight. It's a lot of DPS loss.
True. I can see that.
But what's going to happen, what I was talking about earlier, is when we have the update and the bounces are now giving us a 2 levels of attack buff every time that we bounce. That's going to be stupid. So I'm really excited to see just how many people really come up with viable like end game or meta game glaive builds that rely on aerial moves predominantly.
Yeah.
But I love the ground glaive on this. It's such a brawler and it harkens back a lot more to 4. Oh, there's the dub. Nicely done.
Got him.
Got him.
This big boy didn't want to go down for a little bit.
It took a minute, didn't it?
Yeah. Like a little longer than usual. I'm kind of surprised. Like he was taking some big damage.
He was.
Like,
I mean, you dropped the stone on him, man.
yeah, the 500 was like almost 10 minutes ago. That's crazy.
I know.
And he had a skull since then. I think maybe the nap. Does the nap by any chance give him like any health increases or whatever? Stamina
increase for sure, but not usually health increases. No, unless that mechanic has changed. They could be doing a lot in wilds, but I do know that at the very least, I was not pulling my weight when it came to DPS. I was usually getting just like slapped around a bit. So that's on me, man.
It's all good. So yeah, it's L3. L3 is the quick shot. Okay.
I'm holding it up to the camera on my side of here, but I am drinking tea right now out of a perfectly meowscular Monster Hunter mug.
What?
Yeah, dude. It's the meowscular chef from Monster Hunter World. And yeah, I got him on a mug. My wife made the tea for me. She's British and she makes an amazing builders.
Well, that sounds fantastic, man. How far away do you live from Florida? Come and get some tea.
I've got relatives in Florida, but yeah, I'm New York State, so it might be a little bit of a hike. I'll start walking now. Dude, whoa! Did you see the Hunter highlights?
No, I didn't.
Hit him where it hurts. Number of focus strikes on wounds, 41 times, bro.
Bro, that sounds illegal. Is that even accurate? How could I possibly hit it 40? Is that just like 40 basic attack hits or 40 times I popped it?
No, not popped, but just attacks on a wound. So focus. Yeah. So when you get your spin, right? Each proc of damage, each tick does count towards that. So you probably got like 5 per spin or so.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. My wife chimed in chat. She said 41. I thought my 39 was good.
Sorry, I had to one up you.
It's got to be done. Someone's got to give her some motivation to keep at it because she was quite proud of her 39, which was impressive. Don't get me wrong, but got to have some rivalry going on here.
I look forward to competing with her.
But speaking of wifedom, you recently got married, sir. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Yes. We 2 months now. Wow, time has flown.
That's goes crazy. By.
I sit back and I think about that. In 1 week, it'll be exactly 2 months.
Wow. Congratulations to the both of y'all. Y'all have been together for a while, as I understand.
Yeah, that was actually, we got married on our 10-year anniversary.
Hey, good for you. Oh, well, good on you both.
a lot of my family, a lot of my relatives were like, "Wait, you guys weren't married this entire time?"
Was there a ring on that finger? No.
We just assumed.
You know what though? Some people are like that though, where they're like, marriage doesn't mean a whole lot to me in specific, you know, or they would rather be like, hey, no, I want to know for sure before jumping into that sort of a thing. So different reasons why people might not want to get married right away.
No, I totally get it. Yeah, we were like that at first, and then it just like got to a point where like we've been together for 10 years, so it's like
time to seal it.
Because I mean, Florida doesn't have common law, so. And any other most other states, if they had common law, we would technically be legally together at that point.
Because you've just cohabitated for so long, I assume.
Yeah.
I hear you. Well, to 10 more then.
Yes. And then infinite.
That's right.
10 infinity.
I just remember Buzz Lightyear now to infinity and beyond, and I don't know why that dredged up some childhood memories, but memory unlocked.
Oh, me too, man. I was a big Toy Story fan.
God, I love that movie.
I had a Woody. I actually still have a Woody doll that has a working string that if you pull it, he says the movie chimes. There's a snake in my boob.
All right, Pixar, it didn't happen.
I got you. That's in a box I saw recently. It's actually in my closet to the left of me, which I'll be sorting through tomorrow.
Is that where you also found the Ripper for your?
Yes.
For your Beyblade? Fantastic. Did y'all recently relocate then, and you're moving into new digs?
Not recently. Within the last year though. Like we bought a place in February last year, but we renovated and then we moved in June. So
good for y'all.
And it's about 9 months now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're getting close to 9 months.
Oh, that's fantastic. So I think that you and I did I don't want to say, an interview / podcast thing. When you and I were talking about both Rebirth and Wilds last year, that was, I want to say it was like April or something. I think it was before y'all moved.
Yes, I think so. Was it after Rebirth or before?
It was before Rebirth.
So if it was before Rebirth, then, it could have been, I'm wondering if that could have been 2023.
Could it have been that long ago?
Because it came out in February 2024. And if we had to talk before then it would have had to have been 2023. Yeah, it's probably been, time flew, man. When you think about it,
God.
Holy shit.
Well, I know that, so Wilds was announced in December of 2023. So we didn't have a lot of time after that. Maybe it was like right after Rebirth then.
Could have been January.
Well, it could have been, yeah. But that was such a fun time. That I really enjoyed that, and we were both looking forward to our games, I feel, at that period of time. So maybe it was January.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Awesome. All right, so are you feeling comfortable with using the flash pod?
Yes.
Okay. Fantastic.
Got it all situated.
Awesome. Great. It's time for the rock noodle.
This guy.
This heckin' guy.
Safety first, right?
What's up, Kuya? Yo, Attic, are you on right now? I know you've been looking at the longsword videos. First time hunter? Yes. And it's a swell time. I'm loving every second of it.
It's so good.
Can you craft now? I think you can craft a minimal amount of things. Not a whole lot, though.
Just the items, yeah. If you've got the resources to craft items that you can carry in your pouch, just not any of like the charms or the equipment, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Mike, have a good night. Take it easy, man. Thank you so much for stopping by. Oh, damn, dude, you were fast on the trigger.
I figured it out. I know how to navigate this menu. That was the biggest thing with this game. It's like not necessarily the combat, but learning how to navigate this menu. It's pretty. I will say it's pretty daunting. It took a minute. I even like now I still have trouble like sprinting and calling my sacred. And sometimes I feel like they're trolling me. Like I'll see them blow the whistle, but they're not even running at me.
They're off somewhere grazing in pastures or eating bugs probably. Like literally the end boss of this game is just trying to navigate the menu.
Yes. And once you master that, then you can play the game.
That's right.
Yeah, you're not alone there, De Guerrero.
Can't go back after riding one of these.
Look at this dude. Somebody pointed out to me that when you take these like screamer pods from these birds, they're basically just like ripping their mouth off.
Yeah, yep. So their throat and voice box or whatever it is like apparently that's what causes the shrill sound when it comes through. So you're like ripping their jaw like clean off. Like Jesus Christ. Potato. We've got a drunk Irish potato in the chat.
Let's go.
Hey, you nearly took my leg off.
Ah, damn.
This guy is so precise with the tail, though.
Yes, yes, he is. Where did he run? Oh, I was gonna waste one, but he came back out.
Might wanna call the sacred if you can.
Oh yeah.
No, he's just gonna nom me, I guess. Oh, jeez.
Sacred just looking at me struggle over there.
Just watching, be like, nah, I ain't touching that. Oh man. I remember first beta, and I was like, oh, this guy is so different from the first two. Chotacabra, you know, the four limbs. Doshiguma, okay, four limbs again, and big and fuzzy. But this guy was definitely much more unique.
You know what's funny? I don't think I fought this dude in the first beta.
Oh, you actually got to play it?
Yeah, back in November.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played a little bit of it, but when I last week when we started playing this again, I was like, wait, this enemy? Is this new? And they're like, no, he was in the last one. I'm like, wait, I completely missed this dude then. Shit.
The mouth. You played Chrono Trigger, right? Or at least know
Yes.
it? Okay. All right. So one of my favorite RPGs of all time, but I had likened the mouth of the Balahara to Lavos. Because it opens its mouth and it's got like the tricorn sort of look to it.
Yeah, I totally get that. I see that.
Nice. We got some wounds opening up here for you. Oh,
Pop
yeah.
this one in the meanwhile. Oh my god, it's so satisfying when he goes through the entire animation.
Especially for the long boys like this, right?
Yes.
Oh, you
Dodge.
stop that. How much DBZ Abridged have you watched?
You know, I want to say I've seen clips of the new stuff here and there, of course, but like it's probably been to Namek. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah,
you
Namek is where I left off.
you remember Piccolo training Gohan? Is why didn't you
Dodge.
dodge? And that's what I feel like I'm just screaming at my hunter internally all the time. Dodge!
I dodged into that, bro. Oh my god, Piccolo, come help me. Motivate me.
One of the Monster Hunter.
I had the grill highlighted and I just
You're out here barbecuing while I'm trying to get the steaks for dinner, man.
Hey, yo, you want anything, bro?
Yeah, you know,
Say
could you
less.
toss
I
me a
got
cold
you.
one? All right.
Dang, I'm getting these dodges, but like I wasn't. Okay, there we go. I wasn't in my form for that last one right there.
Oh, I got you. Demon mode or Archdemon?
Yeah. Either one.
Gotcha. No one has time for vanilla attacks. Come on now.
Never. Efficiency? Nah.
Nah.
We're not there yet. Boom. So glad it goes to the entire animation.
Ooh, and the shock trap. Nice.
I'm opening this wound right here.
I love how you can start to see when a wound opens up too. You can visually see on the monster's hide where there's a weak point, and
white scratches. Yeah.
Exactly right. Where'd he go?
Right here.
There's a one of the admins for a Monster Hunter Wilds Discord that I moderate for, and he's made his character into literally Piccolo.
Yo, some people had some really interesting customizations I've seen. Like, there's this one dude who had like a blue face, and his he was just like, you couldn't see his face. It was just like a giant glow. I thought it was like the coolest thing ever.
There was like an Illithid corrupted hunter that I saw, and also Hot Squidward. I don't know. You can do crazy things with the character creator.
I was gonna try to I was gonna scream pod him, but I'm like, is it worth it? Is it worth it though?
I mean, I could be the devil on your shoulder and just say it's always worth it.
Let's do it.
All right, do it. Do it.
Let's go, Palpatine. Oh, tail got tail just like that.
All right, I'm gonna start calling you Anakin from now on.
I mean, there is a lot of sand around here, and you know how I feel about that.
I don't know. Something about sand people and covering their tracks, right?
I don't like sand. It's too coarse. The texture of it.
Yeah, you know, it just gets between my teeth every time that I'm trying to eat clams.
People try to meme him, bro, but he's onto something, bro. Sand don't feel that comfortable.
No, I'm just saying. Oh, Screamer Pod through it.
Oh wow, I went down the hill. I was like in the middle of that animation.
Oh, honestly, DZ, I'm sure that somebody made Shrek as their hunter too. I'm quite confident that they have.
Yo, those videos of people like showing off their like different customizations and stuff is gonna go so hard.
Oh my god, the character creator. It's an actual thing. Like, people just make videos and content out of character creator.
Oh yeah, for sure. Where you going?
Oh, did you throw the screamer?
Yeah, that was actually calculated too.
That was clutch. Nicely done, sir. And again. Oh man, you got him dead to rights, bro.
I'm gonna do it again. Oh, that time he trove me.
Oh, you got baited.
I did. All right, a little too aggressive there. Should have just let it go up with the one.
That's all good. That's all good. What's a screamer pod among friends?
Is there new stuff? No, there's no new stuff. It's just another opportunity to play it and complete things if you didn't get to last week.
Yeah, this is identical to the one last week, but tell me that Capcom is not a Giga Chad for helping out the PS5 homies who got affected by the outage last week.
Yeah, for real.
I mean, that sucked.
Made your W.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Bring your ass here. Dang it.
Snap out of it.
The stun. How is it not hitting it? All right, there we go. I'm like swinging and missing.
Oh man, he leapt for it.
Always and forever. So what's your second favorite weapon?
Second favorite would be Charge Blade for sure. So Charge Blade has like two forms. It's got the sword and shield form, and then you've got these elemental files that you can charge, and then you can unleash it. The super amped elemental discharge that you can get out of that is a great way to just do stupid amounts of damage, elemental damage, I mean, all at once by discharging the entirety of all of the files that you've charged. So there's a monster in Monster Hunter Worlds that you either love it or you hate it. It's kind of like Marmite, called a Latrian, which has a DPS elemental check. Otherwise, it's an instant wipe. Just end of story. If you don't get the DPS elemental check, then you're gonna wipe. Excuse me. So the super amped elemental discharge was a bit of a meta for a while because of the fact that you could just discharge so much elemental damage all at once. And so I love that sort of a thing where you've got these like burst mechanics. It's so good.
Yeah. It's satisfying, man. Especially once you start to get the hang of like any weapon and like what, like you visualize a strategy and it goes from a point of like learning how to consistently like execute it and then actually doing it. It's like one of the greatest feelings ever, like the screamer pods and like using all of that shit more often in combat. Although he did bait me on that last one. How dare he? I feel like if I got him, we would have killed him there.
Probably would have. You would have prevented him from traveling off. But he does go under the sand too. So the moment that he's under, the impact of the screamer pod is much reduced. So you had the right idea. It's just all the timing. So that's the thing. Like you can understand intellectually, you can know even like exactly what you need to do when you're talking about command inputs and have that down like the back of your hand. But if the timing's just a little bit off, sometimes you miss your window too. Yeah, Swax definitely does as well, DZ. There are definitely other strategies as well when you're talking about massive, like all at once gobs of elemental damage. But it was, I don't know, it's just something about the charge blade that I really liked. All right, so you didn't go quite so ham. Hit him where it hurts. You had 8 times focus strikes on wounds this time.
That time I was actually just trying to like pop them immediately. Just going ahead and popping them. But I know it's probably more efficient damage wise to just hit them a couple times, don't pop them in that way, and then go into the animation, because I noticed the animation kind of takes them out of certain attacks and it kind of like puts them in a more vulnerable state, so everybody could just start wailing on them a little bit more. Especially like since my character has a long animation with it. I see it's like beneficial to the team if I start up the wound strike, then you guys can just continuously like go ham on them, especially if it's a big target, like not Arcvale, but like Ray Dow, for example. I noticed with Arcvale, he kind of curves his body in a weird way sometimes, so when I try to Beyblade, let it rip on him, it doesn't go the entire length from tail to mouth. Sometimes it just stops like halfway if he's like turned or like curved. But with Ray Dow, he's every single time I do it, it's like from tail to mouth, and it's like a crazy long animation. It takes him out of like whatever it was that he was doing.
I love how quickly you can also like just snag onto the monster as well. So if we're talking about your own mobility, for instance, I mean, you're in the middle of a move and you're kind of animation locked into that move, but because it's a focus strike, there's really very little. I've never seen somebody get slapped out of one of those focus strikes.
You become like intangible.
Right, so you're just animation locked through the whole duration of it. Whether or not you get the full value of it is completely dependent upon how much of the monster you traverse, but I mean, it's definitely useful. One thing to bear in mind too, when you're in team fights, there are going to be weapons that also rely on wounds too. So knowing when it's a good time to pop or when it's a good time to conserve and save, may be the difference between your team also being able to maintain DPS uptime.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that being a big factor.
It'll be what I like to call like wound etiquette, I guess, where that I think is going to be a prominent part of like the game's discourse at release.
Yeah, just like some people trying to like pop it way too soon or like hogging it essentially, whereas like if you just let it linger a little bit more, everybody can tack on damage equally and then pop it in that way for sure. Yeah, well, I was thinking the same thing too.
It's like what you were saying earlier though about the bow, right? Like, because I mean, it's great that the bow is so powerful that it can pop all of the wounds all at once. But the reality is that if it pops all of it at once, then you're even starving yourself of wounds for being able to utilize them. So if each wound has like a knockback or a stagger, for instance, and you've got 12 different wounds on the monster, boy, you could really utilize that to your advantage. And then to pop all 12 of them at once, well, you only get one stagger for 12 wounds, and then the return on that is diminished.
Yeah, You're absolutely right, my friend.
Appreciate that.
It's gonna be cool, man. I'm looking forward to like when this launches and releases, for like just having like multiple run-throughs with like you guys and like other creators and stuff, and like doing some like challenges and shit. That's gonna be the most, I think, the most fun aspect about this is like, because like this game is one thing, like playing it by yourself, yeah, but it didn't really click to me how much more fun this game is with friends until like last week during the last beta, where like I was playing with John Q, I was playing with Attic, and I was playing with Gianuzzi in my chat, and it was just like we were getting our ass kicked by Arkfeld, but it was fun because we were getting our ass kicked together.
You know, that's the benefit, I think, when you're doing it with friends, or you've got, I mean, whether you've got a static or whether you're just doing it casually with some randos available in one of the public lobbies, you've got people to play with, and they've really leaned into that, especially with the pop-up camp mechanics, where you can even like customize your camps and whatnot, do like room customization and all that jazz with your pop-up camps, and then have like a grill, you know, where you're like grilling food together. I mean, it's just, it literally reminds me.
Or in the middle of combat, you know, like fighting a giant worm, you could just pull out the barbecue, and
you know, maybe we wait till after the fight for that one. But I see where you're going there, man. I got you.
Hey, yo, I mean, look at it. It gave us good luck. We were able to like pull through, persevere, and get a good snack on top of that.
You know, you got to go. Can't go hunting with an empty belly.
By the way, I love just seeing the trends for this game. So like I put out a couple of videos last week, and those videos did really well for like Monster Hunter, and I'm noticing now, like with it being after 10 and like more people are jumping on, the traction of those videos have like skyrocketed now. It's like there's more people than I think even last week that are like watching this stuff now. Like the settings videos up and doing well right now. DLSS 4 videos up and doing really well right now. So
good for you, man. That's awesome.
It's cool to see. It's just cool to see like so many people are consuming this game in that way, and it goes to show that, like, you know, when it comes to the content for this, it's like if you put out some like some like valuable like informational content in that way,
right,
it really does benefit the community, especially like in moments like this when you're playing betas and getting started in that way.
Well, that's been part of the problem too, I think, that a lot of people have had. And it was kind of a similar problem when 16 came out, you know, where that was, when it came out on PC, that was not exactly the greatest of ports, unfortunately. But similarly, you know, people are looking at the beta being like, well, this runs like crap, man. Like, this is awful. Like, what's going on? And so things like, hey, DLSS, that could be a great workaround for aging cards if people don't mind using like frame generation, for instance. I think that those sorts of informational videos that help people out, especially when there's a large conversation around PC components performance relative to Monster Hunter Wilds, is a great way to get yourself in.
Especially since it's one of those games that has a very, like, I wouldn't say steep learning curve, but there definitely is a learning curve where like you just can't pick this up and start going ham. Like there's mechanics about weapons, there's different forms you got to be like in, you got to build up meter, and specifically with like longsword, I didn't know or realize that longsword had different levels to its meter, and it's kind of subtle. Like you won't really notice it unless you're looking at it, but like the first bar, it just builds up, and then when you get to like level 2 or the first level is achieved, it has like a white outline that appears now. And I don't know what the tell is for the second level. I gotta like play with it a little bit more, but it's pretty cool to see that like that mechanic actually exists for that weapon, and it's pretty deep, and you can actually miss it if you're just picking up the game and jumping into it, which is why like content creators like Fighting Cowboy, that's got like a bunch of guides up for every single weapon at this point.
Right.
It's just really cool to see.
I mean, it's easy enough to pick up and tool around, but you're not gonna, like, remember how you were talking about with the one on PSP that you had played? I think it was Freedom. You're saying it was Freedom Unite?
It might have been. It was it was like 2009, 2010. I don't know if that's like the one itself, but I just remember like it being one of the top like downloaded PSP games at the time, so I just wanted to give it a shot, and couldn't really grab me.
Right. So it's easy enough for someone to pick up, and you were able to play a little bit, right? But it didn't sing to you. It wasn't something that you like really got into. So there's a high skill ceiling to kind of like get into when you get into the game. And when the game finally does start to sing for you, it's a really remarkable experience. And
Yeah.
you remember the whole like Dark Souls craze. Oh, it's
Yes.
such a rewarding experience, you know, such a tense fight and such hostile environment. But when you finally conquer, that amazing sense of satisfaction that you get. And you get this in almost a punctuated way because most of the fights, most of the monsters are very much the same as they would be like Dark Souls bosses.
Yes. Hit it right on the head right there, man. The satisfaction and it just feels good to like learn and seeing your progress being achieved in that way. Just getting better. And that's how I felt like not only like just like playing this game solo, but with friends.
Where y'all can grow and get better together. I mean, I think that's great too, because then you're all feeling like you're accomplishing something as a team and able to get more familiar with a monster's tells or get more competent with your weapon.
Yeah. And not do shit like that.
Did you eat it?
Yeah. I think I've seen people like that's one of the things that they flash pod him. Like what he's trying to do, but he did it so early. I didn't want to use a flash pod there.
I mean, you're welcome to if you feel like you want to try flash potting just to get more comfortable with it as well. I'm totally cool with that. I'm not going to judge you for anything that might be quote unquote suboptimal play.
True. See?
So
You're a good guy.
I appreciate that. No elitism, no gatekeeping here. Hunters support hunters. That's how we do. DZ in my chat was like, as a poor scrub with an outdated PC, I only care to cheat when it's frame rates any way I can. So I can respect that. So DZ, I've got the voice of BltzZ here. You can actually check the pinned message in the chat there. He's live right now too, and we're doing some hunts together live on stream. But he's got a video about how to get DLSS 4 to work on RTX 30 series and RTX 20 series cards.
Yeah, take advantage of frame gen too.
Yep. Frame gen, which is not available to 20 or 30 series cards, is available with the mod that he has. So check it out. Definitely worth the watch, man.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. By the way, yeah, Reincarnation in the chat asked the same thing too. So I just want to confirm that, yes, I'm using it right now. And you can totally inject it into the game. It's just not going to read it properly. It's going to read it as 3.5, but it's not. It's actually 4.0. As long as you follow the video and do it in the exact same way that I do, then you'll be good.
You were snappy about it too. It's a real quick video, so all they got to do is just press pause and then follow the step that you did.
Yeah. Very, very simple and straightforward. I really like DLSS 4. It's been pretty worth it in my opinion.
I feel like the update and the move for DLSS with moving over to like the transformer model, for instance, really substantially increased the quality of the visuals.
It definitely did, especially like since you can just use performance and it's got the same exact quality as what you can expect with. Oh my god, you almost got me right there. What you can expect with actual quality mode. So like you're getting quality with performance and getting more frames on top of that. And it looks good. It doesn't like look bad at all.
No, not at all. It's impressive, honestly, what they've been able to do. And I'm not necessarily all big into the whole frame gen thing myself. I do feel that there's inherent value in having that as an option.
Yeah. Giving players more life out of their equipment, you know. And I kind of hope like Capcom does the community a little bit more justice in that sense and make sure that they optimize it further. I'm sure they're going to continuously do that throughout the game's like life. But yeah, it's one of those things where like, yeah, this beta is pretty rough, but I'm glad that they went ahead and they tweaked the performance a lot in the final build.
For sure.
Where it's been so noticeable for like everybody that has played this and played the final build at this point.
Well, one of the things I nearly took that one to the face.
Shiva got hit.
Oh no, my baby girl. Yeah, they actually reduced the specs
Oh, I don't have any meter. Oops. I'm like, what's going on here?
Ooh. Well, you didn't get hit, man.
I tried to flash pod that. That was weird.
Maybe it was because he was in the middle of a charge animation. I haven't tried.
Seen somebody knock him out of that one, but I mean, the flash pod itself didn't come out, so I think I maybe misclicked. It was L3, I said, right?
Yes.
Dang it.
I still
Also,
ran
that's
off.
another thing too, is learning his tells of when he's gonna run.
That's the beauty of it, though, is that every time that you fight them, they're going to be a little bit different. I mean, you get used to the tells for sure, but I mean, they may run or they may decide to face you head on. There's just a lot of adapting in the moment, and it feels good. It feels authentic, I feel.
Couldn't agree more. Look at that boy in the air. Hovering menacingly.
He's just standing there, menacingly.
Watch out, Patrick.
We're not too old for SpongeBob memes, right?
No, of course not.
All right.
I would honestly think like SpongeBob is probably one of like the ultimate cartoon in that way, where like all ages and like demographics can watch that show
And still appreciate the memery.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, I'm not in. Oh my god, I thought I was in Demon Stance the entire time. I was glowing red, but it was like the damage buff.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Like when I'm charging, I glow red as well. And so sometimes I think that I'm in focus mode. That's going to hurt. It didn't hurt. Oh my god, I dodged it. I actually thought I was dead
for you.
Oh, there we go. Okay, perfect.
Let's go.
Dude, you took him down, man. Look at you.
Oh, I knew that was coming, bro. I was like stuck in the animation.
So I think it's a cancelable offense is like what we think of in like DMC, for instance. I think that's what that whole type of mechanic for hack and slashes is called. And then this one is an animation locked something. I can't remember the term for it. I covered it in a prior video.
I was definitely animation locked for sure.
And that's one of the things too, though, is like you not only do you need to like do as much damage and understand like what the monster's tells are so you can dodge the move, but then also not overcommitting to an attack so that way you get animation locked and then you put yourself at a disadvantage or at risk.
Yeah. Dude just tried to father-son Kamehameha me.
God, that was such a best segment of DBZ. I'm sorry.
It was. I agree. I don't think anybody's going to disagree with you on that.
I appreciate that. So can Raydao be hit by lightning? I only ever see Mons get hit. I mean, yes, he can. It doesn't do anything to him. Like, it doesn't negatively impact him at all. Arkveld does too. He seems to charge up with it though, which is kind of scary.
I got my stance back.
All right. I legit have been shot out of the air by that railgun, by the way.
Heavy severing pot. Oh, I had the wrong thing equipped. Well, that explains a lot.
Those things do damage though. Just pop him with it, and it'll like flood him.
Ooh, I tried to like take full advantage of that angle. Thank you, Palico. Appreciate that. Man just said, hey, over here, I'm your target.
Oh, thank you. I should probably bring some luring pods just in case you find yourself in a bad way, and can pull the monster's aggro. But I'd much rather let the Palicos do it. They're so much better.
Yeah, they don't die.
They live on in our hearts. You would not believe how many people make their actual cats into palicos. There are a lot of posts like on Twitter thanking Capcom for the ability to memorialize their bygone feline friend.
Oh.
Yeah. Nice dodge on that one.
Dang it. I was like, I wasn't close enough to like get the mouth after that.
Oh, gotcha. You were aiming for the wound.
Yeah, I was trying to see if we could, cause like it's that one where it's not really a wound. It's just like his after he uses that big attack, you can kind of like hit him as a wound, sort of.
Yeah, you haven't wounded him, but it is a weak spot in the same way that a wound would be, so it glows red.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so you have, okay. Mind if I take that wound on the tail?
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
That one, I don't even think I could reach that one like properly myself.
He just swatted me. I was gonna do my combo. I didn't do, ooh.
Dragged me.
He caught me on that one too.
What a meanie.
That was disrespectful. All right, look at some more wounds open here. Hold on a second.
I got the tail.
Perfect.
Okay. Oh, that time the animation didn't go all the way. Surprised.
It was because I was sitting on his head.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
I would imagine so, DZ. I'm not entirely sure though. Because like, when it comes down to the scaling, we don't have any other weapons really to be able to confirm, and we can't do any of the crafting. So we would have to wait until we could see what end game scaling or even mid game scaling looks like to see if stun and ailments scale up.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the bell. Nice.
Give me that face.
Thank you. I was pinned in a corner.
That was a weird like spot. He just really wants to like just chill in here.
Yeah, well, we did cut off the tails, so at least there's that. Typically speaking, I'd be like, oh, rush to go get the tail, but we can't keep the items that we get from the... Oh! That's also why I shouldn't be in the corner.
This is such a weird angle. Okay, trying to get the wing.
Is there a wound on the wing?
Yeah, left or right wing.
Yep, I see it.
Ouch. Never mind. That hurt.
Come here. Give me that wound. I want it. There we go. Oh. He coming. He thought. I thought.
That was on me. Fuck. I tried to quick aim the flash pod and it flew down the hill.
Oh man, that is a bummer. All good, man.
Finally got it to proc and it was in the wrong spot.
It's totally my fault, man, because I was supposed to be your meat shield. You know, that's on me.
Yeah, I forgot about that deal.
Yeah. It's definitely my fault.
0 deaths, baby.
That's right. How does the IG offset move work again? Are you talking about the plunge? Because that's not in yet. So I'm not entirely sure exactly how it works mechanically until I actually get to play it, and that'll be in the final release. If you're talking about the charge, then you're literally just holding heavy overhead slash. So you can use the overhead, so you hold and you charge it while you're using your lighter slashes, and then once it's charged, you release the charge, and then it'll come out with a move.
I think I took a longer path to him.
I don't know where my sacred is going, but I feel like it's horribly confused. You might actually get to him before I do at this rate.
Yeah, I think we found it. Yeah, getting up here. I gotta climb this hill now. I'm right behind you.
Oh, there you are. Okay. Our paths have converged.
So
Definitely.
The terrain here looks like a natural track.
God, 7 seconds till the end. Still one of the best songs.
Please don't let us.
I think it was 7, or was it 8 seconds till the end? I don't remember.
7.
It was 7, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my stamina is low. No, the food.
So you might still have your food buffs, but if you've got rations or like cooked meat, use those to replenish your stamina bar.
Gotcha. He tried to shoot me. Look at him. Looking all stupid.
What a chump. The second guy.
Ouch. He actually did hit me that time. I'll never forgive him for this.
You have offended my ancestors.
I was just telling people about how much I love your fight.
Yeah, you were. You were like, oh yeah, aesthetically, probably Ray Dow. And I'm like, yeah, all right, that tracks.
Oh, I missed the ledge jump.
But yeah, there's some hella crab clawing going on, DZ. Not that I'm complaining. I mean, I'm used to the claw from, well, playing anything on PSP.
Ooh, I dodged right into that one. Now it's warning me of the attack.
Some of those heavier hitting ones, yeah, it'll pip the health bar and it'll turn red to warn you of it. Oop. How did you not get hit by that?
I tricked him, bro. He thought I was going right. I went left.
Got these
Now you looking
jukes.
all stupid, bro. You a dragon. You're supposed to predict this stuff.
Well, I'm dragging these balls all over your face. Oh, wait.
I feel like that's what he's been doing to me this entire fight.
Totally teabagging you the whole time. My orange buff is literally right by his butt. Like, I've got to actually go to his backside right at the base of his tail to be able to get orange buff, which is unfortunate.
I did that a while ago.
Hey, you know what? If it makes you feel any better, I just took one to the face.
I'm scared. I'm alone. I'm naked and afraid.
What was it? What was it, like Man versus Wild or something like that, where like he just was out there drinking his own piss?
It might have been that.
Yo.
Sunlight came. All right. Jumping all the way down.
So wifey just told me she finished submitting her short story. She's been submitting short stories for publications and whatnot, while she's also querying to get a book publishing deal. So
What?
yeah, this is technically her second book that she's written. So she's looking to
Well,
find a
that's
publisher.
exciting.
Yeah, dude. I'm really proud of her. So she's been working really hard on that and just finished a short story that hopefully, if gets picked up, she can earn a little bit of extra dosh.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm rooting for her.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Yeah, I think Bear Grylls was the one who was out there drinking his own urine. Oh man.
Chat would know, right?
Of course they would. Chat knows everything. No, thank you. Oh, steamrolled me on that.
I died.
Oh no! All right,
Damn.
our first triple card of the night.
That sucks. What?
happens to the best of us. So this is part of the learning process, my friend. Congratulations. You have gotten the badge.
Ah, so mad about that. We were cooking though. We were doing so good.
We were cooking. If you don't mind, I'm going to go take a trip to the little superheroes room before we jump to our next one.
Stock your supplies.
Let's do it.
All right, I will be right back.
Yeah. Oh man, chat. So disappointed. That one, I had my buff on too, and I was just going ham because I mean increased mobility, so I was just spamming it and trying to get those that damage. But yeah, I got hit in the face. Let's eat some food. Get our stuff back up. Skip that animation. I will say that, chat, I'm playing it in DLSS 4 with frame generation. I don't, even in like the inferior build of this game, feels pretty good. Like I don't feel any crazy latency whatsoever. I'm actually hitting my moves. Dodges, whatever. Like tonight my dodges are just not on point at all. It is what it is. I got no excuses for that. Arville got us there, chat. Oh no, sorry, that was Raydao. I'm dragonists. You can kind of see the jitters a little bit when you pan the camera left and right with frame gen. Like the HUD specifically, it's not as bad as like the modded version of this, right? Like if you're trying to use like Optiscaler, this actually runs pretty good. So yeah, we'll definitely dive deeper into that on launch and see whether or not they allow it in this build or not.
Are you talking about the frame gen?
Yeah, normally when you use frame gen in like titles that aren't like supported by it, you can force it into Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, for example, but the HUD and the damage numbers and all the writing on the screen, it gets all jumbled up anytime you pan the camera around, just because it's not rendering that as part of like the game's frames to boost, you know?
Bummer. So there's
workarounds for it, but like there's a mod called Optiscaler, which is how you inject it into Rebirth. And it works great. It does a fantastic job, but it's not consistent. And the modder is working on trying to fix it, specifically the HUD. Because I mean, in a game like that, there's nonstop stuff popping up on screen all the time, so it looks weird.
Yeah, you definitely have to be able to read what you're seeing, especially when you're talking about like damage numbers. There's a lot of HUD elements too, and you're constantly navigating the menu on top of that. So
yeah.
Yeah, another one that's been really popular of late has been lossless scaling, which I don't know, it seems pretty hit or miss to me.
Lossless is very cool if you have a single PC setup. So for me, I have a dual PC setup where like I have to clone my HDMI image into my DisplayPort cable image, so this way I can stream, because like I think my monitor is 240 hertz, and then the capture card is 60 hertz. So the issue with that is lossless. If you're duplicating a monitor, which is how people are able to see my gameplay and stuff, it can't detect which frame to boost. So it's trying to do something in the middle, and it looks like butt. Like if you're trying to do it with a 240 hertz monitor and a 60 hertz graphics capture card, it just has a really tough time communicating. So
Right, because of the disparity in the refresh rates.
so the only way around that is if you have a single PC setup, you just use one input. And I tried it. I basically disabled my duplicate monitor and was able to do that, but I can't like show the chat how cool it looks. It just looks weird.
Aww.
So, yeah, it's one of those.
Well, not all of us can rock the dual PC setup, so for those of us who can't, I suppose that might be advantageous, but it seems like it's got some limitations to it.
It does, yeah, it does.
Unrelated, I love the cries that Ray Dow makes. Like the sound design behind this monster is
Audio engineering in this game, it just goes really hard. They did a fantastic job.
I have a surround sound system in my gaming setup down in the den where like my wife and I will spend our evenings. And oh nice! That was perfect.
Tired of him doing his bullshit.
Well, that got him down so I could get the mount, so perfectly timed.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna wait until he drops.
He's trying to throw me off right now.
And then we're gonna jump into his cheeks.
Jump those cheeks. He's coming down. No, I don't think that I've seen NCH production animations.
Ah, that was a sick dodge.
Shiva came in with the heals literally right after I healed. You know, she's out here trying, okay? She's trying the best she can.
I knew that was coming too, and I thought I could dodge through it.
Here it comes. Did he have a sight set on you for that one? Because that was well over my shoulder. Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's trying to hit me, and I just like sprinted out of the direction of it.
Let's see. I got me a luring pod. Let's see if I can get the monster's attention.
Dang, see that attack was for you, and I got hit. That sucked.
That's a dung pod. I didn't want that.
He's got shit on his face.
That's on my. That is totally on me. All right, there we go. I got him. I got him back. I don't think he's moving.
Okay, that was an accident, but we'll take it.
You know what? That was perfectly timed, and I will take it too.
I was in an animation. I couldn't get out of that.
All good. All good. All right. So we can tell he's enraged now. The icon that's a little like U-shaped icon by the monster icon on the minimap. Now that it's red, that indicates that he's enraged.
Why is he mad, bro? It's just a game.
Why do you have to be mad? It's just a game.
Bro, what the fuck? It's supposed to be more, harder to hit in that form. You just like slap me up like no problem.
This is gonna be bad news.
Oh,
I was animation locked too. I was in the middle of my spin.
Yeah, he's getting us with that in this one.
I know.
Okay?
Unbelievable.
More supplies have been added.
Bring your ass here, buddy.
Yo, DZ, I'll have to check that out, man. Yeah, for sure. It sounds like it's like comedy Monster Hunter animations.
His mouth not ready. I thought every time he launched that, he would be attackable in that wound from his lip.
Yeah, it only seems to show up sometimes.
Got me
Oh.
while I was over here sharpening.
There you go. Nicely done. We might be in the midst of a turf war here in a moment. Sure enough. Ooh, ray gun
Nice.
right to the freaking dosha.
Poor guy.
He didn't know it hit him.
He just needs to be minding his own business. Like now he's running away. He's like, ah, fuck that. I ain't trying to get hit with that again.
Too rich for my blood, man.
He swung the other way and it pulled me in. That was weird.
Yeah, so I was in the air too, and he just decided to shift his weight, I guess, and decided that I wasn't going to be in the air anymore. All right, he's taking off. Okay. I don't think that's true, Shiva. She's out here like, you're facing me, big guy, and he's just running away.
Yeah. Fake news. Get on the floor.
Wifey did say that we are killing it, though.
Crushing him.
Oh, yeah.
Ouch. Get a load of these claws. Damn, bro.
That
Should've
was...
ran left. I went right that time, and I was like, there's no way he's gonna get me this time.
First time I was playing the beta, and we got to Ray Dow, and we were doing so well, and one of the small monsters just boxed me in right against a tree as Ray Dow was doing that attack, and just sunk me.
That sucks. Horrible timing.
Come on. There we go.
Yeah, got my dodge.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident that it only does when it's enraged. If we're talking about that giant burst that pretty much takes you out in one hit, because I don't see it happen when he's not.
Yeah.
Oh, Shiva coming in with
Mine
those
away.
heals. All right, clutch.
Dang, I'm so mad that I died on that one right there. That was like a easy dodge too.
Oh man, you kick
I just tried
yourself
to switch
too.
it up. I was just like, I'm good. I'm just gonna go right this time instead of left. Going left the entire time was working.
East. I thought you meant west.
Yeah. Yo, Weaves, I'm actually using controller. Yeah, PS5 controller.
There we go. Come here. Well, he didn't like whatever you just did. Easy does it. Nice. No, he did that one. He was not enraged. Okay, DZ, he was not enraged when he pulled that one off. And that one left
That is-
Fulgurate in the sand.
Got his mouth.
Oh, did you?
Okay, so rolling downhill just completely took me out of the animation. he got a wound in a really rough spot.
Oh no! Yeah, pop that wound. Someone get this boy some preparation H.
That was.
Damn, you really did it to him like that.
Every time I'm gonna hit him with that.
There we go.
What? A jab?
Yep. Clocked me too. There we go. Let's get a couple more wounds open, I think.
Yeah. Trying to think as like dual blades, best thing to do when this is happening right now, because I can't really hit them, so I'm trying to wonder.
Yeah, I think best if you've got like pods that you can do for damage. You may be able to do the leap off of your sacred too, though, and potentially get in a couple pokes.
I also just wasted my last flashbang, but it's okay. Let's damage that hole.
Oh, stop it, you. I got to sharpen anyway.
Running.
So, keep running. No, I don't believe that they have DZ. I don't use a lot of longsword. In fact, I use none longsword, so I can't say for sure. But that move has had super armor for ages. I would be honestly surprised if they got rid of it.
Break another one.
Nice.
Oh wow, I'm like glitched. It like zoomed me in. That was funny. Just kind of like hovered in front of him. That was hilarious.
Where you spin around him like a yo-yo?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get my Kinsec to behave. He's not listening. It's fine.
Oh, that was glitched. The hell? Didn't even go through the animation. What the hell? Did you see him just land like he landed like he wasn't supposed to land?
He landed in the air on air. It's the sand. That's it. It's the sand. Definitely the sand. Oh, dude, you took. Whoa!
I don't even understand how that happened. That was weird. It was like an animation of like me sliding down the hill, but I jumped and it put me into a wound.
Apparently you got your focus shot off, and he was in the midst of relocating to a new area at the same time. So when you did, it went through your attack. It just went along with him.
It was beautiful. Best thing I've ever done in this game. 10 out of 10.
Spin to win, would spin again. All right. It very well could be a latency problem for sure, or it could be beta doing beta things. It's probably a little column A, a little column B.
Dang, I was late. Middle of the animation there. I saw him like had his mouth open.
What that mouth do, though?
Horrible, unspeakable things with electricity.
Yeah, you're right, though. Oh, the number of times we have been zip-zapped by this guy already.
Funny thing is like we're actually cooking. Like,
yeah.
damage-wise, we're doing pretty well. It's just those hits, bro. He's getting some pretty clutch shots off. I'm not gonna lie.
It's those one-shot kills, the snipes that hit us, and we just like, oh well, that's.
He's putting us in his montage, bro.
Are we gonna?
This might be the. No, it's not. He's stopping right here. I was wondering if he's gonna go to his last location.
He's definitely exhausted, so he's low stamina right now. Do you think we'll end up in his highlight reel?
Yes.
All right, perfect.
but if we kill him, he'll never get to tell the world.
That'll only be the live stream to commemorate that he ever existed in the first place.
Ah, bro, I'm unlisting this live stream right after. What are you talking about?
Oh, okay.
Ain't nobody go see
It's gonna be like hate listening to someone's podcast.
Yes. 10 out of 10.
Would hate listen again. All right, we've got some Balahara. This is going to be interesting. If they are they going to
wrap them up? You think?
I think they could. Well, the thing is that they wrap around whatever monster they tussle with. If one of them can grab him. Give me that buff.
Balahara, yo, you gonna do something notable here, sir? It's 2 of them?
I think they're just biting the portion, biting the portion of him that you had that wound on before, you know?
Heard you transform to be Irish for a second there.
And then look at the Irish.
Oh, he is running.
Oh man, the Balahara are they're spicy right now. Oh, stop that.
I didn't expect them to come back here. How dare
They
they?
certainly did.
Nah, you ain't doing that. Clipped his animation.
Oh! Talk about clipped wings on that one. Nicely done.
Let's go. We got the dodge.
Oh, DZ, hard agree, man.
No.
Oh no!
Oh, I was under him.
Oh,
How? He shot that the other way.
did he do the big one? I didn't get to see it. Oh, he did. Actually, I can see it right
Yeah.
now. The one where
Big one.
Yep. The one where it leaves like the oh, I don't know what you would call it, but this like the little stripes. It almost looks like a river in the yeah, that one hits underneath him too.
Big rip, bro. I thought I was safe because the other ones he wasn't hitting me with that in that position.
I learned that the hard way, and I still trip up on that too.
Dang.
Yep. Yeah, lightning veins. That's a good way to put it.
I'm glad
That
you're all
sucks.
right.
I'm down for one more run of him.
Uh-huh.
Okay?
Yeah, I feel confident with this one.
I'm confident you can do it. Hella confident you can do it. Third time's the charm.
Yeah. You know, last week we were cooking them, bro. Like, I think we only lost to Arkveld last week. And then we ended up, like, clutching it out against him. But, like, Ray wasn't this difficult before. So, this guy's showing me up right now.
He's clapping them cheeks, man.
He is. Almost said he are.
He are. He Arkveld. That was definitely it. You were just trying to say Arkveld's name. That's it.
Well, I won't sit for this. Let's see. Do I need to eat? I don't think so. Should be good still.
I'm happy to help anytime.
Well, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna eat anyways.
Forgetting anything?
It never hurts to eat. Yeah.
These unlimited. We got unlimited food.
Man, if I had unlimited food, I would save so much on my grocery bill.
You and me both. My wife just got back from the grocery like 30 minutes ago. That was when my dog was like tripping out.
Right.
And she was like, "Oh, do you want anything to eat?" And I'm like, "I will not eat until I accomplish this."
It's gotta take down Ray now.
I will not let him be the victor.
I keep tapping N instead of M accidentally because my boom arm is in the way of my keyboard.
Do you have a low profile boom?
Yeah, yep. It's the one from Elgato, actually. The one that folds kind of like an actual arm would, as opposed to like the PSA one, which is upright.
Yeah. I got this one from, I think this is Inno gear, the one that I'm using.
Is it also the lateral elbow?
It was originally, that was the one that I had, but I didn't like it because it kept like I couldn't really type properly with it. So I ended
Fair.
up switching to the overarm now. So it's like completely stretched across and like not conflicting with my arms in any way. So
Oh, there you go. Yeah, if that works out better for you, fantastic.
whoa, what the hell?
I think I just realized I forgot to restock. Oh, rookie error. I did.
Yeah,
I totally
did you see
forgot.
that? On my end just now, he teleported.
Wait, did he?
I jumped on it. I was about to jump on his back, and then after I went to go hit him, he teleported across the map. That was funny.
Well, it would your attack would have hit. You know, you would have landed the strike, if only.
Thank you for believing in me.
If I'm not good for anything else, I'm good for moral support. All right, I'm on my way back out.
We're just having some fun here.
Oh, it's all fun and games until Arkfeld blows your brains out. All right, come here, big boy. Yeah, that's unfortunate because when he's up like that, then there really isn't anything that you can do, is there?
Nah, not a whole lot actually. It's funny though, I didn't realize that like for dragons in particular, if you jump on their back, they're gonna go midair like that.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense. Like, I didn't even think twice about it because, of course, that would happen. It's a dragon. But then when there are folks who are confined to the ground and don't have a lot of aerial mobility,
Yeah,
that makes it a little bit tougher. There is a wound here for you, though.
I'm just gonna pop them up a little bit.
For sure, for sure.
Advantage of this. Yeah, that dodge though.
Nice. Have my kinset give him a little smoochy smoochy.
Just a little key.
Yeah, little kid. Now, kid. Off.
Dodge is on point. Every time.
Shenanigans.
Never fails.
This'll freshen you up quick.
All right. Thanks.
Damn, bro. Got 4 perfect dodges on him.
Oh, GG's. That's fantastic. You feeling more comfortable with the timing on it now?
Yes, but he's trolling me right now.
With the erratic movements that he has, and a lot of them are very floaty, very flappy, and also very sudden.
Yeah.
I imagine it's tough.
Yeah, I just wish I had some elements. I want to do some things to him.
Elemental meta and chasing that is a lot of fun for me. Like, I usually will build a like an entire suit kit, whatever it is, to meta the given monster that I'm facing. So for me to have a broken gameplay loop, I can't craft anything to be able to meta against the monster that I want to fight, is challenging.
Yeah. Dang it. He just like schooled me right there, man.
By the way, I also
Opportunities.
forgot to mention that if you do get enough static buildup or struck by his lightning, you can get what's called Thunder Blight, which makes you more susceptible to the damage that he deals when it's lightning damage.
I was wondering if he debuffs you in any way, because I saw that above my health bar, the lightning bolt, a little earlier.
Yeah, I totally spaced on that one. So if you happen to have that debuff and you're even like near a electrical current, it'll catch you. But some of them, the one that he did that took you out last time, that was definitely one that's right underneath you. Whether you have Thunderblight or not, you're still gonna get hit by it.
Gotcha.
Hey,
Yeah, chat's saying that right now too.
3D, how you doing, buddy? It's good to see you, man. Yes, I am. I'm up late. I'm actually collabing with the one and only BltzZ.
Hi.
Well, I was very excited. And
dude, look at this dude. Oh my god, just like quickly came over the hill like that.
I know. The worst part about the sand dunes is the fact that you can only just barely see. And he'll just kind of like slide his way up. Nice. You did not get hit by that one. Good job.
Nope. No mistakes.
Ooh. 3D got yourself some new wheels. Okay.
How dare he, bro? I swear, this dude, like, it's not even attacks that are meant for me and I'm getting hit.
The ones that are like wild and flaily, right?
Yeah.
Ugh. Honestly, this guy needs a lesson in manners. Yeah,
Couldn't agree more.
you were clean and clear for that one. Nicely done. Subaru cross track.
Going to demon mode. Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay.
It's the way that he flicks his wings like that. Like he'll drag it and that catches me, whether he's in the air and he kind of does that like arcing turn, or if he's on the ground and he just buries it and then slaps you with it. It's so hard for me to get close to him when he's constantly doing that.
Oh, that was a focus strike like jump just now I got him with.
Oh, GG's. Okay.
Why are you running?
Why are you running? I think I actually used that green screen in a meme on one of my reels.
Yay, I mounted him.
Oh, nice! You got that mount. Let's go.
Yes. Come on, give me a wound.
Right, so I thought that I was going to try to get some aerial chops in, and all of his flapping and flailing slapped me out of the air.
Yeah, it's like not fun at all.
Are we winning? BltzZ, we are doing our best. So we're gonna make sure Raydal goes down. Blitz over here, he got this. He's the pro.
Learn from the best. He's got a wound on his left thigh.
Yeah, I was aiming for it too. I wanted to combo into it. Maybe actually I can.
I got the thigh one, but the one on the head. Oh no, that just popped.
Oh yeah.
Okay, damn, that did 80 damage. Yes.
Look at you go.
And there's a wound on his left foot right here. Right foot.
Okay, got it. Yeah, BltzZ, you can call me Coyote, you can call me Wildfire, you can call me Jade, whatever works for you. I used to say, oh boy, I had this whole spiel that I did when I was live streaming. Jade, CoyoteWildfire, or BltzZ 69, whatever you want to call me is perfectly fine, except late for dinner because I'm always on time. Don't laugh.
Now you have to do that every single time.
That's what I used to. That's legit what I used to do every single time I got a raid over on Twitch. Just need to know what to call when it's in danger. Okay.
116, nice.
Dude, Did he just do the thing again?
He's trying. He's like doing these weird aerial shifts that is so hard to predict his movement with.
Yeah, he just dragged his wing through the ground in the air again.
Alrighty. Yeah, that was a lot. Like these two Balaharas just chilling here. Hey.
You know,
that's not what happened last time. We're not trying to get involved.
Can't we just pop up with like a fold out chair and the you know get your barbecue spit out, right? Like.
Oh, he's in the open here. Okay.
All right. There might be, actually there's some vine traps I might be able to drop on him right where he's at if he doesn't move too much.
I'll let you engage.
You got it?
No, I'll let you do it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see one. Yeah, I see it right above him.
Well, plan B.
Is he running?
What?
Oh, no, he's coming back. He's coming back. Look at that.
He's like
Fighting cat shit.
Oh no. Oh, absolutely clobbered me. All right, just backing for a heal real quick. I'll be right in. But yeah, Raidao can be captured for sure. He's not an Elder Dragon. And he's exhausted, so this might be a good time for us.
Try it out.
There we go. But yeah, BltzZ, I'm looking forward to it. I've been really enjoying collabs. Like, Blitz has been fantastic. He might not believe it, but he's actually crushing it right now, so.
This run is the run.
There can only be run.
Oh my god, he's looking at me menacingly.
Oh, he definitely tried. He wanted it. Come on. You're really gonna make me work for that mount. I'm trying to get some wounds open for you. No!
Oh, okay. No sweat.
He led me with that one.
Yeah, I had to like lock off and just run out of the way, get out of dodge.
Yep.
I just wasn't sure if he was gonna pull out a big gun on us.
He sure did, and I took it square to the face. I thought it was free and clear of it, and then all of a sudden saw that he was leading me with the shot, and I'm like, oh well, time to stick my head between my legs and kiss my ass goodbye.
Okay, I see him right over here.
Yep. I'm back with you.
Must be how the wind feels.
What are you doing? Are you just smelling the roses, bro?
Yeah, who is he fighting?
I know. It's the mosquitoes.
Just, like, zapping the bushes and shit. He's like behaving weird.
Yeah, he's all over the place. Oh, right, because he's hungry, so he's eating the
I see.
the herbivores. Okay.
I never seen him do that. Yeah, he was kind of exhausted when we were fighting him.
Yeah. He's definitely a meaty foe. I mean, he's got a pretty substantial health pool.
Me down.
Oh no. Oh no.
I dodge. Wow, perfect dodge that shit. Let's go.
You are thunder blighted, just so you're aware.
All right.
But perfect job on that dodge.
He got some on his lip.
Yeah, he do.
Cold sore.
Not anymore.
Oh, I gotta sharpen.
Hearing like a rattling sound every time that he takes to the air like that is both equally enamoring and chilling.
I shit myself. On stream.
Yeah, Raydow's laser would not be a Nova. A Nova would be something that would wipe the entire group. Usually an AoE effect that
You want
would
to take
hit.
that wound?
Go
That's
for it.
Crotch.
Oh, you gonna do him like that? Oh, you are.
Yeah.
You know, if it weren't for the fact that he clapped us the first 2 times, I would actually almost feel sorry for him. But nah, not this time.
No, not at all. You got us on some bullshit. What? Bro, I got rubber banded back into that.
Oh,
I was
no.
so far away from that. I should not have been hit. That's fucked up. Oh, God.
Here it comes, here it comes. Nicely done. That was clean, man.
That was so annoying. I can't believe he pulled me back into that.
There we go. Took his tail off too, so at
Tail
least we
broke.
yeah, at least we should have one less thing to have to worry about. Are y'all Minsk or something? Did you play Baldur's Gate?
No, I didn't.
There's a character named
I have it, but I haven't gotten too far into it.
you know Matt Mercer?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he plays Minsk
In Baldur's Gate?
in Baldur's Gate 3, yeah. Him and his miniature giant space hamster.
Are you kidding me? My character's drunk. How did I miss? That was such a perfect window.
All right, we got the skull icon, so let's keep it together. We won't tilt. We'll send
Yeah.
this home.
Looks like it's moving to a new area.
Oh, of course you are. Of course you're moving to a new area. What else would you be doing? All right, that's fine.
I feel like this might be the final location at this point.
I think so.
What's interesting is I've seen so many like gameplays where he doesn't even get to go to like the last location. They beat him way before that. But I think it's like in solo, his health pool is much smaller than in duos or like in party.
Yeah, the health jump is significant with the moment that you enter multiplayer. So that definitely adds a degree of challenge to it.
Yeah.
But he's also a monster that tends to have a rather large health pool to begin with, and since it's typically like a percentage that's added, the more HP that it has, the higher like HP value it gets because of a percentage modifier.
Yeah. How much cheaper do you think it'll be for PS5 with the pinned link? I don't think it'll be cheaper, but right now they have $75 on the same website for $63 for a PSN gift card. So I would take advantage of that if you could.
Anything to help some like gamers save some money. I mean, dude,
Yeah.
take advantage of it if you got it. Did you reach out to Jono or Joe? For
Me?
yeah,
I
for
reached out to Joe.
Joe. Okay. Has he
Yeah.
gotten back to you yet?
He told me that what do you call it? Things are like they're working through it right now, and that they'll like whenever they start to like hand those things out, they'll be in touch.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah,
So, fingers are crossed.
they got flooded, like absolutely flooded with requests.
I could only imagine, man. This is gonna be huge. It's a big title for like this is Capcom's like biggest like franchise at the moment right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it outpaces every single franchise that they've had historically, and it's looking to
Continue that trend.
yeah.
Easy.
What I was wondering was is it going to be able to compete with World? But from what I've seen, oh my god, I think it may actually topple World.
I think it will.
the concurrent players, even just for the beta, is insane.
The platform thing might not do it immediately because of like how much little owners there are of like PS5s and like Xboxes, like next gen consoles and stuff in that way. But yeah, I could see it.
Oh, I whiffed it. I whiffed the boulder.
Dodge. Nice. He has another wound there. Nah, fuck that. I'm cranking out damage, son.
Do it. All right, so he's enraged, but I mean, if you've got wounds to pop, I'd say just pop them as soon as you got them, just to send it home.
Yeah. I think at this point,
I'm so stoked that this game has crossplay, though.
so the other one didn't.
None of them did. So, like, if you think about PS4 and then Xbox and then PC, they all got a release of the game for World, for instance, but
Yeah.
you couldn't play with other hunters on different hardware.
Man, that's dope.
So,
That's gonna be a huge deal.
oh
as
my
well.
God, yeah. Well, how many times we were like, you know, like I had a friend who had an Xbox and wanted to play it.
He rammed his head into the fucking wall.
Well, apparently it just didn't like me poking his eyes out.
How could he?
I know.
You're just doing him a solid, you know?
Yeah, by removing body
Wow,
parts.
can you do me a solid?
If you do me a solid, I will give you more solids. It is my knife.
Dodge.
Yeah, man, I don't know about the Nintendo Switch 2. I think that that's interesting, and I think it's cool. I like that for the most part, it seems like it's going to have backwards compatibility, but...
Yeah, I think that when it comes down to it, the Switch is like, for every dev, they need to make sure that it is a priority to get their game on that platform, man. It's gonna sell. It's gonna sell regardless, you know. And now that I'm hoping at least it has like capable hardware to be able to compete with this generation in gaming, people like devs will be able to comfortably make games on it work properly without having to have a crazy long dev cycle of like an extra year. Oh, this will be on the Switch in like one or two more years from now, you know.
Yeah, I think that the whole flexibility point of the Switch and the Switch 2 is definitely great, and obviously first-party IPs. But I mean, Nintendo can't have a console release where all that there is just first-party IPs.
The biggest thing I think is if they take advantage of creating their own upscaling technology, that'll be huge for them, because then devs will be able to comfortably, you know, make a game at 1080p and just upscale to 1440. They don't even have to try to target 4K.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree with you on that, just like PSSR. And I know that there's some complaints about PSSR, but I think it's way cleaner than the FSR. Nice.
Oh, let's go.
Let's
Okay,
do
I had
it.
a feeling. I was like, bro, is this man not going down? Like, what's happening here?
Right. But
GG's.
nicely done. And actually, well, no, did you card in that one? I don't think you did. I know I did.
Did I what?
I don't think that you carded once in that one.
I don't think so. I did get hit with a big attack, but it didn't damage me enough to kill me. I think
Yeah.
it like gave me a dodge, perfect dodge animation.
No, I carded and you had no cards. So look at you go, man. Look at you go.
Let's go. Once I get my damage sorted, get my elementals going, I think we're gonna be cooking heavy in this one, man.
Then my character's just standing here like a lemon while you're back there. Oh man.
Instant around. I can't wait to see how much damage that'll do. Like as a like with the proper buffs, you know.
One of the things that's very common in the game is like the pre-hunt buffs. Certainly eating is one of them, but when you think about things that you take out on the field, there's like armor skin and demon drug. And you can actually get, by the way, armor skin, which is going to be clutch for fighting Arkfeld. But
Nice.
yeah, those things are just kind of like necessary when you get to mid and late games where you talk about like bringing your buffs with you so you always have buffs on the field.
Shoot, that's exciting. I wonder if this game, I know we have crossplay, but does it have cross progression? Like on this same account that I have right here, would I be able to log into like my PlayStation version and play with all or the same character essentially?
See,
That would be huge too.
it would be, and I'm confident that the beta does not, and I'm leaning towards cross progression probably does not as well after release. I haven't seen anything about that, and you would definitely need to tie it all back to like, you know, like your Capcom ID or something like that, so that way it's all under one master account, and they're not making you do that. So
Yeah, true. I mean, they have been promoting it though a lot. Like they're I see a lot of posts of them saying, "Hey, make sure you sign up with your Capcom ID, like to collect these bonuses and all that stuff." So I feel like the technology is there. They just need to find a way to implement it into the system to read that as like a user ID and like group people up together. I think that would be way more beneficial for them.
I think it would be smart.
Yeah.
For sure. BltzZ in my chat, he just said that there's no cross progression.
Yeah, Gaming Resume just said the same thing in my chat. Just crossplay, sadly. Yeah, I mean, that's one way to also get them to, in a kind of shady way, get people to buy the game multiple times, right?
I mean, if you want it on PlayStation and you're like, yeah, on PlayStation, but you know, it would be nice to have it on Steam too, then yeah. Yeah, I mean, but then again, it's no different from what they used to make us do back in the Xbox or PlayStation or PC era, right? Like with World, where there was no crossplay. That's exactly what people did, and they would do different different characters based upon what group they wanted to hunt with. So, I guess I'm not entirely surprised by it, but at least it's a step in the right direction anyway.
I think the first year of this game's like cycle is going to be all about optimizing it, making sure that it runs properly and gets to a really comfortable state for everybody's not just like PC rig, but just like different platforms and stuff. And then maybe eventually they could focus on different things like that. I think that, I don't know, this game has got a lot going for it, and building off of like what they were able to do with the success of like World and their different expansions, I could totally see this game surpassing it in a lot of ways, just because I feel like this title is getting so much more like eyes on it now. Like there's way, like me for example, right? Like Monster Hunter's been out for quite some time. I've heard of it, I've known of it. I never cared to like really jump into it and play it like that. But here I am jumping into this one, and I'm not the only person that's probably felt the same exact way. There's other people in the same boat as me. So think about it. You're gonna see a couple million like brand new people just jumping into this and as first timers, and maybe getting sucked into it in the same way that I have.
You know, and that's definitely what I'm hoping for. I mean, I've been a fan of the series, but it didn't sing to me until World, for instance. But how many more other people who are, you know, like fans of the series, you know, coming in and they're like, okay, you know, Wilds might be the one that sings to me, and it's going to attract that audience. But not only that, I'm not just seeing the people that have already been aware of it, but also the people who haven't been aware of it. It's just like, what's this Monster Hunter stuff about? Holy shit, this looks cool. You know, like so many more people are being connected now into the Monster Hunter space, and it's just become almost a beast unto itself. And I'm so here for it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great like year of this, just like diving into this and continuously playing it. And what kind of excites me the most about it is, for a long time, I've always, like, you know, gaming wise, I've always played like multiplayer games, MMO games. I've always played games with people, and I've also played like my single player stuff. But like the channel being known for a single player game like Final Fantasy VII Remake is great, and I really did appreciate that. But it at times it did feel like lonely just playing the game on my own. And now having this opportunity to have this game be that multiplayer gap where I can play with my community, I think that's the coolest thing, especially with these private lobbies, being able to put 15 15 people from the chat in a lobby and just roam around with them. I think that's really exciting.
Right.
And it kind of brings me back to last year. I think it was last year when Grand Blue Fantasy Relink came out, which is like, they definitely had some elements that were inspired from like Monster Hunter, but like in a different sense that like it's not necessarily the weapon that you're learning to play as. It's like the different characters and their play style. And it was probably one of the most fun, engaging, fluid, crazy combat systems that they had. And it was a shame to see like that game almost immediately. The devs were like, yeah, we're not going to support this anymore after May. So
wow,
it was weird. Like the game I think released in January, and they were like, yeah, the last update, we're gonna get an update in like April. We're gonna get an update in March, new character in April, and a raid. But then after May, we are probably not going to be updating it anymore. And they got what they wanted out of it. It wasn't like a AAA developed game. I think it was significantly cheaper for them to create. And so they made their profits, and they were like, yeah, this is good. Like, we're good with this. And then that was it. Like, the characters are so deep in that game. So it's like, I kind of hope that they saw the amount of people jumping into it and wanted to play it, and they kind of like go a little bit more harder in regards to enhancing the multiplayer aspect and kind of channeling what like Wild is doing with that game. Because it wasn't like a free roam thing. You couldn't roam around in an overworld like that. You kind of just loaded up a stage and you ran through the stage with your friends and go through different raids and stuff. There was no sense of real travel in the game like that.
I mean, I think that the multiplayer aspect in Wilds, where you have that sense of progression together. I mean, you can even go out on the field where you do an environmental link, and then you're just out on the field together. You're just walking the field, and then whatever you come upon is whatever you come upon. No quest necessarily. Like having that sort of open-ended sort of gameplay where you can bring in your friends would have been such a win. I didn't know that they were pulling the plug so quickly on Grand Blue. That explains why it's kind of fallen off my radar. And then by contrast, like I'm thinking about like we've already got a spring update in the works. And it looks like, I'm assuming there are going to be a lot of like balance and optimization updates within that as well. And then after that in summer, there's already another monster that they're preparing to announce. And then we just got Blagonga tonight that was announced as well. So, I mean, like even leading up to it, they are feeding the hype engine and they're ready to support it and sustain it, which is exciting.
Like, here's a big example, right? So Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is like a game that I've been like promoting on with our instant gaming link since late December, like December 28th, December 29th. And I've probably through my link personally, I've seen close to 400, maybe 450 sales, people like purchasing Rebirth.
Damn.
So naturally, I'm doing the same with Monster Hunter because like I'm making content on the game and I kind of want my community to like try it out. So this way we could play together, obviously. But like, in comparison, Monster Hunter, and I've only started making Monster Hunter content like what, 2 weeks now?
Yeah,
it's like not even 2 weeks, and it's already sold 116 copies.
God damn.
And I'm not even like in the algorithm for this game, so it's like kind of at that point where it's just as we get closer to the end of the month, and this could explode even more. So
yeah,
it's exciting, man. Very exciting times for like the series, the people within the community, and just seeing how all of this expands going forward.
I mean, World had 22 million in sales.
Yeah.
So it's just insane. It's an unfathomable number just thinking about how many people have either bought the game or have been touched by or enjoyed, you know, the Monster Hunter franchise. Love to see you cut your teeth on this, man. And for you to be excited about it, for your community to be supportive and excited about it along with you is amazing. And that you've got people that you know that you're like, okay, either I want to collab or I want to do open lobbies or I want to play with or whatever. Now you've got the, like you said, that multiplayer experience where you can go and enjoy having people alongside you for the ride.
Yes, and that's the thing that I've been craving and chasing for so long. Like I could have done it with Final Fantasy 14, because I played 14 a lot. I played 14 a tremendous amount of time before even I was making content, but it was not something that I could really grasp as far as content goes, if that makes sense. You know, like my stuff is typically best settings, guides, teaching you how to use this weapon, how to break the game, and all that stuff, right?
Informational.
And yeah, you could do that with 14, but it's kind of like once you do it once, you just gotta wait for like an update to come around before you can kind of do another thing, and then you gotta like invest so much time into these different character classes, and it's just like kind of daunting in that way, to the point where I didn't want to do content for the game because I'd rather just enjoy the game for the things that I enjoyed for rather than forcing it, you know?
Right. It's the content creator's dilemma, though, isn't it? When you're playing something and you're enjoying something, but then you're like, oh, but I should make content about this, and you have to have something that's just yours.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. It's one of those things that it's just it's tough to kind of find a way to navigate. What the fuck? Chad, did you see that? This person just like looked, walked into my screen and just looked directly to the camera.
What are you talking about?
Could you go back on my stream? Go back like 10 seconds on the YouTube stream. You'll see it. That shit was hilarious. I was just like, I thought it was you for a second. And I'm like, wait, how are you doing that with your character? Your head was like, the character's head was turned, just staring directly into our souls.
He knows.
Yeah, man. It's just content creation is fun, especially when you're enjoying what it is that you're making. It should never be about the views. It should never be about like monetary gain whatsoever. It's like if you're having fun making your content, the viewers can tell and they feel the energy. It feels refreshing. It feels good. And ultimately that will eventually come. But like as long as the vibes are good and you're providing a really good atmosphere, that's all that really matters.
Yeah, I think that when you have when you have a platform, for instance, you have the opportunity to be able to impact, 1 to 2, 3, 400, depending upon, like what your viewership, what your size is. But at the end of the day, I mean, like each of those interactions matter. And I think that it's really important to keep that at heart because every single person, they've got their own stories, their own lives. And when I was live streaming a lot on Twitch, I would end my streams with, never forget the power of the small act of kindness, because you never know when that small act is going to be the only difference in someone's life between a permanent choice or their temporary circumstances or carrying on another day. And we can have that ripple effect, and it's really powerful and it's really tangible, and that has absolutely nothing to do with metrics or numbers or money. So, it's something that I think that good people should bear in mind, and we need that sort of beacon of light to be out there and be like, hey, yo, I'm not here to turn you into my cash cow. I'm here to build connections and to entertain people and to have fun.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And I think that's the best way to go about it for any, and not just any game, like anything that you're doing within this sphere, anything you do within life, right? It's like if you're enjoying it in that way, it's gonna eventually get to that point where it's gonna go further than you could ever really originally anticipated.
Well, yeah, you were doing this for a while too, right? Because you were doing this way before you had picked up a lot of steam with Final Fantasy. I mean, you were doing Mortal Kombat for a while.
It was just a hobby, and Mortal Kombat, it started to feel like that dream was gonna become a reality, but it unfortunately didn't work out in that way because of the way monetization situations worked in 2020. 2019, actually. In 2019, YouTube couldn't tell the difference between Mortal Kombat violence and real world violence. And there was no way to label it. So it kept thinking that I was actually killing people in my games and demonetizing. And then it threatened my channel. It was like, oh, like we're going to demonetize your channel if you keep doing this. And I'm like, bro, it's a game. Like there's so many other people doing this. I'm putting so much effort into blurring out blood and bones and shit. And it's like not even working. So it was really demoralizing. So fast forward into like Remake, I was just like, yeah, what the hell? I was kind of like just doing it as like a hobby. And we were all home during the pandemic. And sure enough, the same way that I approach fighting game guides and teaching people how to like do combos and shit, I did the same thing with Rebirth and with the Remake, and it took off overnight. I wasn't expecting that reception. That Cloud guide, I posted it at like 11 p.m. or some shit, went to bed, woke up, and it was like at 20K. I'd never seen anything like that.
That's insane.
And then before I knew it, it was at 100K, and it was just like, whoa, okay, this is real. I gotta keep this up. And who knows, like who knew that like my favorite game of all time since I was a kid would come back as a remake later as an adult and kind of like catapult this, this dream into a reality. So,
and here you are. I mean, it's sure it's been like 6 years since remake and whatnot, but it really gave you that foothold that you needed to be able to take the next step. And I think that's fantastic. It's a shining example, I feel, of like, all right, I'm gonna just do what I like, but I'm gonna try different things out, find a new vertical or something else that I'm excited about. And for you at that point in time, you were just doing the same thing that you had been doing, but it hit the right audience, it hit at the right time, and it hit with the right group of people. And then what you were giving the world resonated with so many.
That's actually exactly it. Yeah.
Oh man. That's so cool. And that was when I found out about BltzZ. Speaking to my chat here, how I got to find out about BltzZ. I was so hype about Final Fantasy VII Remake, man. I was like following Square Enix to the letter when they announced it originally in like 2015, and we had to wait 5 years for Remake, and they pushed it back. I think it was like a month.
Yeah, March was supposed to be. I think it was March 3rd was supposed to be the release day, and then they're like, "Nah, we got to delay it one more month," which I wonder what was the issue for that. But they delayed it one more month, and we ended up getting the demo on the original release date instead. And April 10th is when they dropped it. But I had gotten it early. I got it early from a game shop in Miami. When I used to live in Miami, there's a lot of like stores that just don't give a shit about street dates. They'll sell things early. So
right.
I hit up this guy. He was like, "Yeah, I got Final Fantasy VII Remake," and it was like April 5th. And I was like, "Bro, this game's not out for another 5 days. I need to like get ahead of myself." And at first I tried to focus on Let's Play, which naturally at that level you kind of don't know what to do. So I tried doing Let's Plays, and it didn't really work out in the way that I thought it would. But sure enough, combat guides, that ended up being the way in, because nobody was really making content like that. So it was kind of I wouldn't say it's a unique situation. It was kind of like unique content for the time. And
right.
Yeah, I'm grateful for the way everything worked out. I'm grateful that like Mortal Kombat didn't take off, because I feel like fighting games can be like, the community is not always the nicest to interact with. Just being real.
They
I'm
get a
using
little
it right now, Brile. I'm using it right now.
They get a little sweaty. They do.
yeah, it's sweaty. It's more so the toxic competitiveness, and it's just like, it is what it is. But Final Fantasy VII, RPG communities have a lot of fun on these live streams, playing like so many games I never would have played, if it wasn't for the chat. The chat told me to play Legend of Dragoon. The chat told me to play Xenogears, and
yes.
So like those games really left a mark on me in 2020 when we finally got to them and played them. I'm like, yo, these are fucking amazing games. Those streams still to this day, like people are watching them and they comment and they're like, yo, man, I played this. I remember reading this comment the other day. Somebody was like, I played this game so much growing up and know it like the back of my hand, but watching you experience it for the first time ever is like kind of like in a way for them to relive it for the first time ever, which is like one of the greatest experiences you could ask for in life, because one of the best things in the world is to get that sense of nostalgia, that drug of like re-experiencing something again for the very first time. And I think that like streaming and like sharing those experiences and Let's Plays in that way with the community is probably the next best thing to do with.
Oh, for sure. Oh, absolutely. I like 3D in my chat just piped up and was like, "Oh, Legend of Dragoon. I haven't heard someone talk about that in years." I've still got my copy of Legend of Dragoon, for instance. And so, you think about those games that like touched us as children, or was special perhaps to somebody else, but we never got to experience it. Now we're experiencing the magic for the first time. We all get to share in that moment. It's such a fantastic feeling. And like the Monster Hunter community very much is very similarly minded when it comes down to even just a given hunt. And then the RPG community, you think about somebody who hasn't played Chrono Trigger, and they're playing Chrono Trigger for the first time, just falling hopelessly in love with the magic of it all. More recently, even, like you think Undertale. I mean, granted, that was 10 years ago now. I can't believe it was 10 years ago, but like
Yeah, what Undertale did to gaming as a landscape, man,
right.
fucking insane.
And so you've got plenty of people now who want to experience it for the first time again through the lens of somebody else who is experiencing it themselves for the first time.
Yeah, that's why like it's such a. Oh wait, this new NVIDIA update has F7 Rebirth on it. Wow.
Oh.
Wait, I'm trying to see what are you adding to here. Yeah, but it's just it's the coolest thing. Just being able to share that experience with other people.
I 100% agree. And now the person that I watched for my Final Fantasy remake updates is playing Wilds with me. I know I mentioned it a couple of times, man, but it is. You did. There was a special part of my own life that, I got to feel like I shared with you, or perhaps you shared yours with me in that case, because I was just so hyped, with the content building up to it.
Dude, and yeah, you're right. And then look at the scale of things and how everything worked out, man. It's so crazy. Just a lot of people underestimate the power of video games as a medium and also as a way to connect people. And it's like mind blowing to me that some people will never get to experience that just because some people are just stubborn. It is what it is. But
yeah,
I'm glad it worked out. And like, here we are playing this game and like I'm entering like your realm in this way, and it's been a fun like stream. I had a really good time tonight, and I think that like in the future we definitely got to do more of this and finally tackle like Arkveld and shit. we got through a chunk of stuff. I think we still have like the Gipsaros, right?
Yeah,
and Arkveld is left.
Mm-hmm. So for perhaps the next time that you and I connect, we'll be able to topple them. Yeah,
I think for sure. I
awesome.
think absolutely. It's just, if only I wasn't hungry. See, if I ate earlier, it would have been good.
No,
I said earlier, sometimes I go without eating.
Oh boy, you got to get yourself some food. So yeah, no, not a problem. If that's a good place for you to call it tonight, I am totally fine with that. I got to be up for work tomorrow morning anyway. But Blitz, man,
it's Friday. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. And it's also Valentine's Day tomorrow, so don't forget to get your lady something nice, okay?
We have a cool agreement with that. We both don't celebrate Valentine's Day. And personally for me, I'm happy about it because it's so close to my birthday, and I think it's like fucked up that like it's my birthday just passed and like I got to buy somebody else a gift, so it's like nah.
No. You can buy me a gift and we'll call it even.
Yes. Got you.
Perfect.
Chad, do yourself a solid and make sure you guys follow CoyoteWildfire. Let me link your channel here.
Oh, I appreciate that, man. And for my chat as well, top at the top of the chat window, there's a pinned message right there. Go give BltzZ a follow. Good dude. Have had a great time being able to do some hunts and have some good laughs and some good conversation, man. Blitz, I didn't expect that, so I really appreciate you taking the time, making the time, and for working this out with me.
Of course, man. You know how it is. I can't let you guys know my next move. I might show up and drop some philosophical shit on the most random stream. We're over here getting our ass cheeks clapped by a fucking electric dragon noodle.
It legit is an electric dragon noodle, and I never really thought about that until now, but that will forever live as my headcanon now. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. I also recorded the entire thing, so I'll put it in a drive, so this way if you want to collect some like footage from my perspective, you totally can.
Fantastic. Yeah, man. No, I really appreciate that, and I'm gonna stop my recording here as well before I bid my chat adieu for the evening. But Blitz, my friend, thank you again. Did you have any last words before we take it away?
Honestly, really excited for Monster Hunter Wild. Not necessarily like the content, but just the connections that we're going to be making with other people and playing through this game and learning this game systems and actually diving deep within it. So I'm really looking forward to that. And if you guys obviously like Monster Hunter content, of course we'll be making it. We'll be collaborating with other people. And yeah, it's just going to be a lot of fun. And I'm going to make it my mission to pump DLSS 4 into every game I possibly can. So Monster Hunter is definitely going to be one of those titles. And yeah, if you guys want to see more of that, I'll see you around the channel. Appreciate it, man. And thanks again, Coyote Wildfire, for like putting this together. You reached out to me, I think, last week, and we were talking about it. It was just like such a crazy, like hectic time for just me. As a matter of fact, while we were streaming, some like family members just like pulled up to the house, and they're just like chilling and waiting for me to finish up. So like, what I'm just saying, it's been so hectic, it's been so crazy, but I really wanted to get this stream in and play with you, and I'm glad it all worked out and we were able to do it.
For sure. No, the pleasure's mine, man. And I totally get how life goes. It's been hectic as well, what with all of the info drops. And then I work a day job too. So on top of that, and it's been a lot for me lately. So the fact that we were able to connect like this, absolutely well worth the time for me. And I really appreciate that. I've got one of my folks over here, 3D, already subscribed to you. So hey. You'll be in good hands if you ever go on over to BltzZ. But BltzZ, thank you again for your time today, sir. I thank you everybody so much for watching. All y'all who are supporting BltzZ and BltzZ's chat, thank you as well for supporting my man. Good kind person, good soul, and definitely deserves the love. So all y'all make sure to take good care of him.
Hey man, appreciate you, appreciate your chat, and we'll definitely do more of this in the future. Can't wait. And if I get time throughout the weekend, definitely want to play some more. Saturday is gonna be, well, tomorrow's gonna be crazy busy. I don't think I'll be able to stream tomorrow, but Saturday for sure will be busy too. Sunday maybe, and well, we have until Monday, right? So
right,
I think we'll be able to fit it in. We'll see.
All right, hey, yeah, you hit me up whenever you're down and ready. And if we don't manage to connect this weekend, no worries. We'll make sure to do so after release.
Yeah, buddy. All right, man. Sounds good.
Fantastic. Have a great night, BltzZ, and thank you again, sir.
Yo, have a good one, man. Thank you.
Yep, take care. All right, so y'all, before we go, we're going to be wrapping things up here momentarily, but before we go, there was one thing that I want to share with all y'all, and it was dropped earlier tonight. I had it sent over to BltzZ, so I sent it over to him on his channel while he was live. We're gonna flip on over here to my, my desktop once I get the chance to do so. Give me a second here. So just tonight on the Japanese Capcom YouTube, there was a trailer. It's only 30 seconds, but let's go. New monster reveal. There he is. We got Blagonga back. The ice monkey is back. We're looking at just 2 weeks away. 2 weeks away, and we are gonna be eating good. I'm so excited for this. I cannot wait. Oh my goodness. There we go. And I just realized I need to, how do I disband? See, this is what we were talking about earlier. Is link member, oh, I need, that's right, because I need to kill the quest. That's it. There we go. And then I think after that, I should be able to save and quit. Yeah, there we go. Oh man. Thank you everybody for tuning in. If you haven't already done so, please consider liking the video. Please consider subscribing to the channel. It really helps the channel out a lot. I really appreciate everybody who took the time to either chat, who either stopped in. It was busy. It was really chatty between myself and BltzZ, so I may not have gotten to everybody's messages, but there are some videos that I dropped earlier this week. In fact, I dropped one earlier today, so definitely make sure to check those out. And I post pretty much every day, whether it's a short or a long form video. We have daily posts here, so if you like the content, please make sure to subscribe, like the video, and I will see all y'all in the comments below. As always, my friends, may the Sapphire Star guide your way. Take care, everybody.